Looking for some great football action this afternoon as we host the NMAA quarterfinals for AAA. So here we go. It's the Socorro Warriors versus the Raton Tigers. I've got with me James Chavez, a.k.a. the Ref.
Welcome.
This is Kenny G. We're going to be here live for a little bit, and once the game starts, we'll still be streaming the play-by-play live, and you'll see an actual picture of the scoreboard as we go with this with the play-by-play due to NMAA rules and the NFHS network being here covering this game. We're not allowed to stream it live, so if you do want to tune in, make sure you just stay on Facebook Live with Rio Grande Valley Radio and you will hear the play-by-play. If not, you can get on the iTunes app, and which is the TuneIn app there, and you'd be able to get the play-by-play there also through Rio Grande Valley Radio. So make sure you just keep listening for Rio Grande Valley Radio. We're going to be recording the game and stream it at a later date, so we definitely like to keep up with that. But we're going to be in the Ref here. We're going to start talking about tonight's game and what we're going to be looking for, and hopefully our Warriors come out victorious, as last night Tularosa and Dexter play. Tularosa comes away with a win, 22-20 there, James.
Yeah, another 2-point win for Tularosa. I think they've had like 3 of them as well.
Well, and that
one of them being Socorro.
That's it, and that was a rematch for Tularosa versus Dexter, as Dexter was the district champion from there because they defeated Tularosa in the season. So a little rematch and a little redemption for the Tularosa Wildcats. That puts them as the next competitor for either the Socorro Warriors or the Raton Tigers, which we're hoping for the Socorro Warriors. And the way I understand it, and I've talked with Alex Johnson, the AD, and we've discussed it multiple times, and should Socorro come away victorious today, we will be hosting the Tularosa Wildcats right here in Socorro, since they owe us from previous semifinals and finals playoff history. And a little bit of explanation. I know we posted this on our Facebook page, but the first round and the quarterfinals, such as today, those are hosted by the top seed. When you move into semifinals and the championship, those are based on history. If there is no history, then it goes to the top seed, which is great for us, James, because we're the number 1 seed.
Hey, first time ever, right?
That's it, first time, and I believe, probably in history. So
yeah, in history, we've never been number 1 seed, at football, 3A football.
And that's it, So here we go. We're at 3A football here, and you're going to have Robertson playing or hosting West Las Vegas. Another quarterfinal game, also I think happening today at 1 o'clock. And we have Hope Christian hosting the Cobre Indians, also at 1 o'clock today. And those are going to determine the fates of who's going to be playing in the semifinals. So if it does end up as the top seeds taking those, would be Hope Christian and Robertson, and then we'll kind of be really up to date on that, especially if Socorro keeps winning, because the championship, if it was to end up Socorro versus Hope Christian, that would end up right here in Socorro, since there is no semifinal or final history.
And I would rather see Socorro and Hope Christian play, not only because we get the home field, Kenny, just because we haven't played them yet. And Hope Christian has always been, even when I played, they've always been the top seed, the top dog, and it'd be nice to take down that top dog.
That's for sure, and I go back to when my son played in 2011, they knocked us out of the playoffs back then when our team was 9-1, so we'd definitely like to, get a little redemption there also. But, if we were to play Robertson in the state championship, that would be played in Las Vegas at Robertson High School, because we do have some history with them, and we played a game here against them, so we'd actually have to go there. So, we definitely don't want to do that. We're hoping we're going to be cheering. I think me and James, the Ref here, we're going to be cheering for Hope Christian.
Yeah.
We're going to be cheering for our Warriors first and foremost to get past today's game, and then also move on to the semifinals for that rematch against the Tularosa Wildcats, James.
Right, and and I bet you that's something that the coaches and the players, that they want that rematch, with Tularosa, because that's the only loss that we have in the year to Tularosa, and that's the beginning of the year. So, and keep in mind that these are two different teams. That was the beginning of the season. This is the playoff season. The players have regressed, and players have came up and upgraded themselves. So it's a totally different ballgame.
Right, and we definitely want to see here. I mean, Raton coming in and beating St. Mike's last week, and so they come in and face us. We did play Raton. Third game of the season right here at Socorro High School. Socorro victorious 55-7. I looked back at that game. That was the 99-yard touchdown run by Mike McDaniel. We also had a 95-yarder pass and catch, or catch and run, right? Catch and run by Nate Fresquez.
Right.
So two big, huge touchdown plays there. And I really just can't see where Raton really keeps up with us speed-wise. They do have a top player, a really speedy guy, and I watched him in the St. Mike's game when they played him regular season. That's Jesus Alvarado, number 18. He ran the opening kickoff back for a touchdown, and it was about an 80-yarder. So we definitely, our Warriors got to come out, and I'm sure Coach Ocampos coached this up, and along with their other many coaches out there on the field, Jesus Alvarado, man, we just got to make sure that we stop him early in the game. He's, one of their best receivers, also one of their better defensive backs, and their special teams guy. They've got their quarterback, number 6, Dylan Kateri. Young sophomore, stands at 6'1", a big, tall kid. Plays really well, plays under control, does not play like a sophomore. But then he's got a great running back, and you'll see kind of them go out of some of that wildcat formation, and you'll see Caden Walton there. And Caden Walton coming out of the backfield, he's a little shifty and got some moves back there. So we definitely don't want to see him break away for big yardage. But, we were able to shut him down when he played here against Socorro, James.
Right, and I think we've been shutting down a lot of players here, a lot of teams here. But, like I said, this is a different atmosphere, different ballgame. So we just play. And I think our players are ready. I've talked to some of the coaches, and a lot of these kids, they now with all our smartphones, they say, get these kids off their smartphones. But they're actually really not doing bad things on their phone. They're watching game film. They're in the locker room. They're at the film study. They're watching their game film. They're knowing what their assignments are, what they have to do, and that's what separates the winners and the non-winners.
Well, and hopefully our Warriors coming out of here right now 9-1 coming into the game. The Raton Tigers at 6-5. We're looking to best ours to 10-1 and move on to that.
Of me making my debut on Rio Grande Valley
That's
Radio.
Right.
So November 16th. And our players went to go get warm in the locker room in West Las Vegas, stayed out on the field, so, you Hicks does. He has the vision, and that Hicks does, but he also speaks with his legs as well because he can run.
That's it, and Gage only being a sophomore, so great experience for him because Hicks graduates, and I know right now Hicks has a lot of offers coming in down the pipe, I know and I talked to his father the other day. He just got an offer from Eastern. He's done an official visit there, and also New Mexico State wants him to go down and do a visit, so we're waiting to see what happens with that. So, we've got minutes before game time, so we're pretty excited. And, right now, what they've got to watch out for the Warriors, though, James, when we start talking about our running backs, you start talking about Andrew Garcia. They've got to stop Andrew, and the kids all call him Grandpa, but he don't run like no grandpa.
No, he doesn't. And, but
and then we've got to go. We get into Mike McDaniel. Mike McDaniel just doing a fantastic job out there this year. Started off, a little rough in the beginning of the season, but once he's picked up more onto the game, picked up into the plays, this is his first year first full year as a Warrior. He came in, I think, second semester last year, ran some track, showed what his speed ability is, and the team's having a key on him on special teams because he can easily break a kickoff, a punt,
right, and
or even in the backfield break off 99 yards.
And that also brings they can't just key on one play. They can't key on Payson Hicks. They can't key on Gage Johnson. They have Andrew Garcia. We have so much talent on this team, Kenny, and so much speed that Raton basically can't keep up with their speed.
Right.
So
right. We have a core. Really. There may be people that differ with me out there, but this is one of the toughest Warrior football teams that's come out of Socorro in a long time. You know? And I know the old saying. I've been one. We had to play St. Pius. We played Belen, Las Lunas, teams like that, Academy. But these Warriors. We're finally in a district where Socorro belongs. We're a small school. Before we were playing the large schools. It's great to see our kids finally competing at the right level and getting the chance and the opportunity to compete for a state championship. And here they are. When we start talking about threats, Payson Hicks, Mike McDaniel, Nate Fresquez, Andrew Garcia,
the
Armijo brothers, Dadrian Jackson, Duda Jackson. You just can't. It just doesn't stop. Xavier Rosas. It just keeps going on, and then you have Jordan Armijo, and then his little brother Marquez. You just keeps going on, and then we go down. We've seen on defense Eric Armijo just really coming out and being a standout this year.
Max Jaramillo.
He's
been a stud. He's always in. Wherever the ball is, that's where Max Jaramillo was at.
Max Jaramillo.
Sorry.
But and then we still keep getting these other names that come out. We've got a young freshman, Caden Moreland. We see him on a lot of the special teams, making lots of tackles, even having an interception this year. And then we go to our kicking game. You can't beat having Josh Walsh out there.
No, you can't. I think we were talking about this earlier. It's kind of sad that we're.
Right.
I think he's only missed a couple of kicks, and that was just due to some blocks, I think.
Right. I don't think that there's anything that he's really missed other than some bad snaps or something like that. So excited about our Warriors and excited what they're doing out there. And we can keep going on and on about our team.
And I think I see the Warriors are getting ready to head onto the field. So we've got 3 minutes and 46 seconds left.
Right, so the Warriors getting ready to return to the field. So excited to have our Warriors. And then you hear the public countdown right there. And here comes the Socorro Warriors, ladies and gentlemen, to doing their traditional pulling of the bowstring there on the Warrior arrow at the end of the field. And got our cheerleaders there going to be Guys that the Warriors are going to be watching out for are number 4, Caden Walton, number 6, Dylan Kateri, number 18, Jesus Alvarado. And we just have a slew of Warriors. And here they are, led in by the Ocampo kids there. Anthem, and we do break away. We will still remain here live. You'll just see a
Still
picture of the clock. Not even a still picture. You'll see the running clock. We cannot film the actual game because NFHS Network is here.
Were so gallantly streaming, and the
clock, so you'll be able to keep up with the time and the score. But we would only be allowed. That's it, and here we go. Reese will now be breaking away to the game clock as we get ready to start the ball game here. Here we go, Josh Walsh getting ready to kick off for the Warriors. Here's the official whistle, and here's the start of your ball game, quarterfinals. And it's a low knuckleball kick, going to be taken at the 8, fumbled, going to go back, and it looks like it's going to go back into the end zone, and it's going to be a touchback. And that will be a touchback. And I know a lot of fans upset, James, but
even though they touch it and it goes back across our line, it's about safety. They cannot run it out of the end zone.
Now, if he would have picked it up and fumbled,
right,
it would have
he
been
had to
different.
have control of the ball.
Right, it'd be a little something different there, but he did muff the kickoff there. It took a good Warrior bounce.
Got a lucky break.
And so we got Katari going in at quarterback for the Tigers, starting in at his own 20-yard line. And now we've got a whistle here, and that looks like it's going to be a timeout by Ocampo. Ocampo had some confusion out there on defense immediately to start off. So that'll give us a chance right here to get caught up, as that was some quick action as they were getting ready to play. But again, their quarterback, number 6, Dylan Kateri, a sophomore from Raton.
And that's a quick timeout with 9 seconds to go, Kenny. And
question.
Put the camera on there.
I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
That's what I just was telling everybody.
All right, everybody. This is Ranger Reese. I surprised everybody. I'm going to put clock on. Have a battery issue right now, and I've got the NEXGEN WARRIOR SPORTS logo up, covering the screen, and the score sports up right now, and we're back into play.
Here goes Kateri into shotgun. One in the backfield. Twins to the right. One split out wide left. Man goes in motion. Tari going to go to quarterback. Keeper going to be hitting the backfield.
And that's number 66, Ian Jordan.
Ian Jordan with a great tackle there as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 for the Tigers. Ball on their own 20. 11:35 left in the first period. No score. Terry goes into the shotgun. Twins to the left this time. One split out wide right. One in the backfield. And this time he gives the handoff, and he's going to get a couple yards.
And that's Ian Jordan on the trip.
So Ian Jordan trips him up as comes out of the backfield. He does pick up 3 yards. Going to be 3rd and 7. Ball now at the 23-yard line. And the running back was Caden Walton. We're going to go Twins to the right, Twins to the left. Walton going to be in the backfield with Kateri. Kateri into the shotgun, calling out signals. There's a snap. Terry looked to his right to pass, and we're going to wait to see, and they're going to call that as a complete pass. He's going to be complete right at the 30-yard line. It looked low, looked like it was going to be dropped, but he was able to squeeze it in, and that'd be 1st and 10 for the Tigers, as James just said there.
Yeah, so I was watching the ref he signals for the move the chains.
Here goes Kateri back into the shotgun. Receiver split wide to the right, and one wide left. Here's the snap. Hands up to his running back. His running back going up the middle. Going to be met by a host of Warriors.
I think that was Max O'Neill leading that host of Warriors.
Max O'Neill stopping him after a gain of 3 yards. Ball now at the 33-yard line of Tigers. 10 minutes left in first period. Score 0-0. Kateri into the shotgun. Walton in the backfield. This time lines up trips to the left. One wide to the right. Kateri calling out the signals. Here's the snap. Fakes the handoff. Looking to pass. And we're going to get a penalty there, a pass interference, and that looks like it's going to be on Andrew Garcia.
Yeah, Andrew Garcia.
He was trying to go for the ball, but Number 1, Matthew Gutierrez, was able to use his body to shield him, and Andrew ends up going through him to try to get to the ball. And Andrew was timing it just right, James. It looked like he was going to be able to pick that off, but Gutierrez shielded him with his body. So that's going to be an automatic first down.
You know, and I think the good spot of that tone is the Warriors were showing blitz, Ken. So he
got rid of it quick.
Yeah, he got rid of it quick.
That puts the ball on the 48-yard line of Raton. Gutierrez into the shotgun, trips left, and goes in motion. Going to hand off to his running back. Running back's going to be met right about the 50-yard line.
And then Max Amil on the tackle.
Max Amil leading the tackle there, and that does put him right out in the midfield, right on the 50-yard line. Gain of 2 yards, 2nd and 8 for the Tigers. 9:21 left in the first period. No score. Gutierrez getting signals from the sideline. No huddle offense. Lining up right now. Twins left, Twins right. That's what it'll say. One in backfield. Gutierrez getting signals to receivers. Into the shotgun. Goes in motion. Going to be a direct snap back to Walton. Walton now alone. Going to go up the middle with a quarterback draw. He's going to be met.
By number 12.
By number 12, Xavier Rosa. Xavier Rosa was able to get in and stuff that play out. A gain of 1 yard. 3rd down and 7 as the ball now in Socorro territory. Ball marked at the 49-yard line of Socorro. Gutierrez getting signals from the sidelines. Twins to the right, Twins to the left. One in the backfield is Walton. Gutierrez now back into the shotgun, calling out signals. Gutierrez drops back to pass, looking downfield. Looks at it, almost intercepted, broken up.
By Nate Fresquez.
Nate Fresquez almost picks that off. He picks that off, James. He's in the house because there was nobody in front of him, and it just goes in and out of his hands. But that will bring up 4th and 7 for the Tigers, and it looks like they're setting up to punt. Going deep for the Warriors is number 11, Mike McDaniel. 8:03 left in the first quarter.
They got my blood pumping, Kenny.
That's for sure. I was ready to call a touchdown play, the touchdown run. Who do we got punting for the Tigers, or James? Here's the snap, and here comes punt. Quickly goes, punts it left-footed. Mike McDaniel's going to take it. He fumbles it, and the Raton Tigers pick it up. That's going to be a turnover. It goes in and out of the hands of Mike McDaniel, right into the hands of the Raton Tigers. They're going to be 1st and 10. Looks like from about the 17-yard line.
Just unlucky, Kenny. That was number 18 for Raton.
That's Jesus Alvarado, again, one of the studs that I talked about. Good speed on that gentleman there. So ball now at the 17-yard line of the Socorro. Terry goes into the shotgun. Twins to the left, one split out wide right, one in the backfield. Hands off to his running back, Walton, go around the right side. Going to get to 10-yard line. Finally going to be brought out of bounds around the 9-yard line.
Number 33 on the tackle, Kenny, for Socorro. Mike Martinez.
Mike Martinez with a big tackle there, keeping him from going into the end zone. That's going to bring up, I believe, about 1 yard to go. 2nd and 2, and they're marking it now. 9-yard line for the Tigers. Terry in the shotgun, trips to the left, one right, wide right, one in the backfield. Backfield steps up. Terry goes up the middle. It's going to be hit at the line of scrimmage. Fumble, but looks like Raton recovers. Socorro tried to pick it up, and that was Max Adamio tried to pick it up. And
number 33 was on the tackle that forced that fumble, Mike Martinez again. And number 4 for Raton recovers, jumps on a loose ball.
So Kid and Walton able to recover that fumble there. 7:28 left in the first quarter. It's going to be 3rd and 1 for the Tigers. Trips to the left, one split wide right. Walton in the backfield. Terry now has a play. Calling out the signals. Here's a snap. Terry's going to go to his right side. Makes a fake move. We get a penalty on a play, and that's going to be a legal procedure. 5-yard penalty, correct, James?
Yes, sir. So we play 3rd down.
We play 3rd down. Make it 3rd and 6 now.
I believe they had 2 people in motion, and by rule, you can only have 1 man in motion.
Yes, sir. So that'll put them back to the 13-yard line. 3rd and 6 now for the Tigers. 6:50. Terry went out, but he went under center, power I formation, gave a hard count, and several Warriors jumped on that hard count. Officials discussing it here, taking quite a long time for an encroachment call, James.
Right, and I think they're discussing if the right tackle defense do come on, because if that happens, then it goes on the offense. So I think they're discussing that, and I think they're going to go with.
And they do go with the encroachment.
Right. Unsportsmanlike conduct on Socorro.
So automatic
first down.
So those are the penalties we're talking about that Socorro's got to stop. So, obviously they're going to decline the offsides, take the
automatic first down.
The
distance.
Puts the ball at the 2-yard line. So the Tigers now with the ball at the 2-yard line. Terry goes under center, power I formation, tight formation. Here's the snap, going to hand off to his tailback. He's going to be hit at the line of scrimmage. Warriors trying to strip him, and they keep him stood up. Finally bring him down.
That's number 62 was on the lead of that tackle.
And number 62, I believe, is going to be Braden Bardwell. And they're going to take him back for a loss of 1 yard, so that'll be second and goal from the 3-yard line. 5:25 left in the first quarter. Terry goes back under center. Power I formation, tight formation. There's the snap. Going to hand off again to the tailback around the right side. Falls fumbled, but picked up. And he's going to be stopped short of the goal line.
That's Max Jaramillo on that tackle.
Max Jaramillo stopping him there, and I believe he's going to get back maybe to the original line of scrimmage. So that'll be third down for the Tigers. Walton, who gets the touchdown for the Tigers. 4:14 left in the first quarter. Tigers go up 6-0.
And you're just unlucky by Mike McDaniel, so defense held them the first time, then they got to go right back out, and so that's going to put a little strain on the defense.
That's it. Now our Warriors just got to get their opportunity to come out on shake and bake.
And that is number 18 kicking for
Jesus Alvarado, the left-footed kicker here, going for the extra point. Here's the snap. kick is up, and it looks like it's right down the center, and that'll be good. That'll be 7-0, 4:14 left in the first quarter, and that Raton with the early lead.
Right, now let's see what Payson Hicks can do on offense, Kenny.
That's for sure, and we've got a pretty good crowd out here. Our stands aren't packed, James. Especially here to our right side. It's pretty. Hey, Andrew, he's not a big kid, but he's speedy, and he's got a lot of football sense. And here goes our Warriors, first time on offense. We're going to split out. Twins to the right, Rosas and McDaniel. Jackson to the left, Garcia in the backfield. Hicks will be in the shotgun. No huddle offense for the Warriors. 1st and 10 from the Tiger 45-yard line. Man goes in motion is Jackson. Hicks to Jackson, keeps the ball. Hicks going to run with it. He's going to carry it. He loses the ball. Looks like he's able to recover his own fumble. And he's going to be marked down at the 40-yard line. So that'll be a gain of 5.
I mean, you got to protect that football, Kenny.
So, yeah, and Hicks was carrying that ball with one hand out in the open.
He's just palming it. You got to protect that. If you're going into contact, you got to
tuck it and run.
Right. Put 2 hands on it if you can. That's what these scouts look for, Kenny.
That's exactly.
And that's the Warrior football we all love to see there, Kenny.
Carlos Zamora, the snapper. Here's the snap. It's a good snap. Kick is up. Down the middle. Good. Tie ball game. 3:08 left in the first period. 7-7. So exciting Warrior football right here as the Warriors quickly answer back with a play from the 40-yard line. A pass and a 1-yard run. And Walton going to be carrying the ball, going to get hit immediately. He's going to gain a yard. That'll be 2nd and 9 for the Tigers.
And I believe Max Artemil was on that tackle. So
2:52.
2nd down and 9 for the Tigers.
2:50 or 2:45 now. Clock running. Kateri right, swings to the left, rolling back to me, pursuit, fumbles, picks it up, now he's going to run, and he's going to be met at the 24-yard line.
And that was Payson Hicks and Xavier Rosas.
You know, Alvarado doesn't punt very far, but he does get good height on his punt, and that knuckleball punt, you know, which I discussed this earlier, is very hard to catch.
Right, you know, Forgot we talked about that, Kenny.
Right, one to the left, one in the backfield. Here's the snap. Hands off to his tailback. His tailback fumbles the ball.
That's
and
Armijo.
it's going to be recovered by the Tigers. And that was Jordan Armijo fumbles the ball and turns over to the Tigers.
Number 3. I caught that ball, Kenny, from right to home.
I know he and Jordison looking for the block to the back there as he was pursuing, and we're getting a holding call against the Tigers. So
that's good. So that means
in 15. That takes the ball back to yard line.
they must have went to score high.
Open your Facebook. And here we go into the shotgun. Back.
Well, you know,
He's
that
gonna be
helps
taking
us.
It sure does. Takes it only to his own 47-yard line. Doesn't even get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Right.
1st and 10 Warriors.
Right, you know, and we just said you gotta punt it here, and they pulled us, Kenny. I guess you don't gotta punt it there.
And it looks like the coaching staff just a little upset on that play there.
I think they were looking for, you know, a late hit or, you know, a holding call.
And it looks like maybe the Tigers going to call a timeout. We're getting some kind of timeout. Clock's going to stop. Well, that's correction. That's the end of the first quarter.
And in the first quarter.
Because we only had 2 seconds
Because they
left.
reset it.
Yep. So we've got about 30 more seconds here before that. Again, we'll give a shout out to boys soccer. Boys soccer also did a great job. Won their first round game here. Lost in the quarterfinals, but you know, all our teams right now making it to the playoffs, and I think it's Hunter Woods was the only qualifier for the cross country.
Okay.
And so we're excited to announce that he went down there and competed for the cross country for Socorro. So great shout out to Hunter there.
Right. Hey, you make it that far. You did
and I know
something right.
I know. Just exciting to know that happens.
The big things happen in Socorro, for our fall sports,
That's for sure. So the Warriors going to start in Tiger territory. Ball marked at the 47-yard line. Hicks going to be into the shotgun. No huddle offense. Twins to the left, one to the right. And here comes Orion Rotman onto the field. Hicks waiting for him to get there. He's going to move into the tight end slot. Garcia in the backfield. Man goes in motion. Hicks passes back to him. Looking downfield is Rosas. Rosas got a man wide open downfield is Jackson. And he's going to be taken down at the 4-yard line. So a great pass play. Rosas to Jackson. Jackson has to wait for it. Goes up, makes the grab, and gets knocked at the ground. So we're excited about that. 10 seconds gone from the second quarter. Warriors first and goal from their Tiger 4-yard line.
I'm sorry, Kenny. I got a little too excited up here. Like, I made that thing catch. And due to Jackson, with his height, is
and so here we go. Hicks going into the shotgun. We've got 11:30 now left as the clock stays running. Hicks getting the play. Twins to the right, one to the left. Garcia in the backfield on his right. Fresquez goes in motion, hands off to Fresquez around the right side. Fresquez looking for an opening, and he's going to get into a touchdown. Warriors!
Woo! Atta boy Fresquez, he gets on board here.
Fresquez goes in. 11:16 left in the second quarter. Warriors go up 13-7. Josh Walsh in to kick the extra point for Socorro.
Now this is Socorro Warriors that we're looking forward.
Tiger 7, Warriors 13.
Again, I'm going to remind everybody you're only going to see the scoreboard or our logo, as we cannot stream the play-by-play. So I know we're getting a lot of comments, and right now the score 13-7. Did you see the extra point there?
No, I didn't, Kenny, because I was riding.
Yeah, and I was trying to get updated here on the phone, so obviously no good on the extra point. Warriors go up 13-7. Who's watching it on Facebook? It's all Facebook. So, I got a text here from my cousin saying that we were going in and out on Facebook. So Reese is trying to work on that and make sure we're staying up with you guys. If not, make sure you stream to the TuneIn app. And the TuneIn app is a free platform, and you can get on there and listen to all the audio also.
And YouTube is a lot more stable.
And here goes the kick by Walsh. And the kick.
Squibber trying to keep it away.
To the 15. And he's going to be hit. He's going to be hit about the 24. He's going to make the ball.
That's number 42. Brendan Gonzalez.
Braden
Gonzalez. I'm sorry. I'm terrible with names. I don't remember my name, Kenny.
And I said it wrong. It's Brendan. So we're both screwing up today. Brendan Gonzalez.
Didn't I say Brendan? I said Brendan.
You said Braden.
Oh, okay.
And so they mark the ball at the 25-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Tigers after the kickoff. Warriors up 13-7. Left in the half. Kateri goes into the shotgun, trips to the left, one to the right, one in the backfield. Kateri, running back, moves up on the scrimmage. Kateri going to go with a quarterback keeper, going to be hit in the backfield. And we'll see if James gets us a number there.
I believe that was Max Otomio that broke through there, but it was also number 70 or 66.
I saw number 17 get off him on the tackle there.
Okay, so maybe he rushed in there later, but I believe Max Adamio broke through and and slowed him down, I should say.
Awesome by Max Jaramillo. Great game he's having. Twins to the right, Twins to the shotgun, one in the backfield. And he gets a hard count, and Warriors jump off sides. And so that'll be a penalty. That'll make 2nd and 5 for the Tigers. Ball now going to be marked at the Tiger 30-yard line.
Right, and at some point you have to just watch the ball. Don't watch the lineman or the snapper or any of the other players with a hard count. Just watch the ball. Once that ball moves, then you can move.
And here goes into the shotgun. Trips to the left, hands off to his running back. Running back's got some blocking. He trips and falls before he gets to the first down. So that's going to be a 3rd down, and I believe 2 to go.
I believe that was Orion Rotman and Nate Fresquez leading on that tackle. That gets credit for it.
10 minutes left in the half. Warriors up 13-7. 3rd and 2. Ball at the 33-yard line of the Tigers. Kateri going into the shotgun. One in the backfield. Twins left, Twins right.
3rd and 2.
Warriors calling out signals on defense.
That's a false start.
And we're going to get a false start against the Tigers. That's going to take it back 5 yards. It'll be 3rd and 7.
Pushing back.
That's
way back. Just having a little fun here, Kenny.
Yeah, that's it.
We're kind of a little too serious.
9:38 left in the half. And Reese, you said something about YouTube. Are we also streaming this on YouTube?
Yeah, correct. We're streaming it on YouTube under Rio Grande Valley Video, and YouTube's a lot more stable, I found, in looking at the video platforms. But we've also lowered the resolution we're putting out right now because we're just doing the time.
So 9:15, clock running, 3rd and 7 for the Tigers. Ball at the 28-yard line. Kateri into the shotgun. We're going to get a penalty here, and that's going to be a delay of game on the Tigers. That'll be another 5 yards.
What did I say? Push them way back?
Yeah, way back.
So turn up from a 3rd and 2, Kenny. Looks like a 3rd and 12.
So the clock and the penalties helping in Socorro here.
And we need it.
Down to 9 minutes left in the half. Kateri into the shotgun. Twins left, Twins right. Man goes in motion. Looking to his right side to pass. Got a receiver open downfield. Overthrows him. Incomplete pass.
And, and Jordan Armijo is way late. So if number 1 came up with that, catch, I think he got a little extra yards.
And that's the quarterback, Dylan Kateri's brother, Matthew Kateri. And they're both sophomores. So I'm probably guessing here, but I would say they're probably twins.
Well, maybe, you never know. But
and they're both big boys, so yeah, I would say probably twins. So, and here they go back to punt, 4th and 12.
Watch for the fake.
And Alvarado back to punt. This time he does get the punt away, and it's going to take a bounce. McDaniel looking to pick it up, and he finally decides to get away from it. And it's going to be down, it looks like at the 32-yard line of Socorro. 1st and 10 Warriors, 8:33 left in the half. Warriors lead 13-7.
Good defense on Warriors there we're playing a Warrior ball now and not playing Raton ball like we were, the first quarter.
Correct, of it. First quarter, yes, sir. And Hicks back in at quarterback. Getting a signal from Ocampo. Twins lining up to the left side here, McDaniel and Jackson. Rosa's going to be the single receiver out to the right. Can't tell, and I believe that's Rosa, so that's hard to see their numbers even during the day. And Hicks going the quarterback keeper, goes around the right side, got some running room, breaks the tackle, finally going to be brought down.
Just shy, maybe a yard, 2 yards.
Going to be tackled, it looks like, maybe at the 40.
Right at the 40.
So that'll be 2nd and 2 for Socorro.
And Ian Jordanson was on the lead blocker for Payson Hicks on that little run there, Kenny. So shout out to him. He's having a pretty good day.
That's for sure. Warrior Hogs just producing out today. Hicks into the shotgun. Twins left, one to the right, one in the backfield. Hicks goes, hands off to Garcia. Garcia comes around the left side, cuts back in the inside. He's going to get enough to the first down. He's going to pick up about 3 yards.
And
They'll
that was-
mark him at the 43-yard line of Socorro. 7:51 left in.
Number 59, Caleb Senna, on the tackle for Raton.
So James, they're being able to. That's great that we're able to get the defensive tackles in, also get our offensive
Right.
plays in. So shout out, because Raton Tigers fought hard to get here also. So
Yeah,
we're trying to be fair to both sides.
Yes.
Twins to the left, twins to the right for Socorro. Hicks in the shotgun. Here's the snap. Fakes, looking for Garcia, who's open down the middle. Garcia having trouble with his footing, but Hicks just leads him a little too far. But I think that stumble, if Garcia doesn't stumble, which, it looked like his feet got tied up with one of the defenders. And Garcia, a little upset there on the sideline. Not happy with himself.
I was watching Pace in there for a minute there, Kenny, and it seems he has the happy feet of Peyton Manning, kind of keeping those feet moving.
Twins to the left, twins to the right. Armijo now in the backfield. Hicks with the quarterback keeper, goes around the left side, breaks a tackle, gets near the 1st and 10.
Right on the 48.
They're going to mark him, and we've got one official at the 48, one at the 49.
At the 48.
And we've got a man down for Socorro is number 76 there, James.
That's Carlos Zamora.
And that's a center, so we definitely don't want to lose him for too long. Right now, the ball marked right on the 48-yard line of the Tigers, going to be real close to a 1st and 10. They've got it marked right now at 3rd and 1. And we've got 7:20 left in the half. Warriors leading 13-7. We're on an injury timeout here. And again, sorry for not being able to stream the game live, but we are streaming the audio here. That's all we're allowed to stream. If you really want to watch the game live, you've got to go to the NFHS network. Subscribe to the network.
I think it's $9.99 a month.
$9.99 a month, and you're able to pick up the game. And
pay $10 and you can cancel it if you want.
And the NMAA regulates all the playoff games from being streamed, and they're streamed by NFHS Network. And Carlos Zamora is up, and he kind of runs off the field. He's got to stay out of play, but we just had a...
looks like his shoulder he's moving his shoulder around, maybe a stinger or something.
Right, and we did have a Warrior warming up there, and that was number 74, Edgar Perez, so we'll be looking at him to be coming in as the center temporarily. So we're hoping for nothing bad as we got a 3rd and 1 for Socorro, or 3rd and inches. Hicks into the shotgun. Garcia back in the backfield. Fakes the handoff. Goes quickly to Jackson on the left side. Jackson complete. Jackson hits the 30, the 25, the 20. Tiptoes. Finally goes out of bounds, and they call him out of bounds at the 21. But that'll be another Warrior 1st and 10 as Jackson able to get that big play there. 7:07.
I kind of see him. He's running by that one, Raton player, and he kind of just, shrugs him off as he just runs past him. So, shout out to his speed. And we all know about his height. We're not going to go there. That's a different subject.
So here we go. Is it 1st and 10 from the Tiger 21-yard line? 7:07 left in the first period. First half.
First half, yes.
Hicks hands off to Garcia. Garcia goes around the left side, breaks a tackle. Finally going to be tackled at the 16-yard line, maybe the 17.
By number 11 for Raton, Sean Meso. So he tackles.
And they're going to mark him at the 17. That'll be 2nd and 6 for the Warriors. 6:45 left in the half. Warriors lead 13-7. Opportunity for the Warriors to score here. And again, we deferred to the second half, so we'll be receiving the second half.
Yeah. So if we can score here and then get the ball back at half, that would be fantastic.
Here goes Hicks into the shotgun. Hands off to Jordan Armijo. He goes around the right side. He's going to be hit after he crosses into about the 13-yard line. Whistle's blowing.
But I think they stopped the forward progress, which I believe they blew that prematurely there, Kenny. And
I think
that's
so.
It's going to be about a yard short, or maybe a yard and a half short of a 1st down, so that's 3rd and 2.
Right, and Armijo wasn't tackled until the 10-yard line as he kept those feet churning. So that'll be 3rd and 2 for Socorro. Ball marked on the 13-yard line of the Tigers. Hicks into the shotgun. Armijo in the backfield. Single receiver to the right. Hicks going to go around the left side. He's going to roll around his left. He's going to go into the end zone. Touchdown, Warriors!
Wait for the signal. That's a touchdown.
And great blocking there by the Warriors to break Hicks into the end zone. Trying to pick up that number. That's number 9. Eric Armijo takes out 2 Tigers to break Hicks into the end zone.
And I believe that was a 13-yard run, 12-yard run.
A 13-yard run by Hicks around the left side. 5:45 left in the half. Warriors go up 19-7. Warriors going for 2 on this possession here. Hicks getting the play from Ocampo. Gonna split a receiver wide to the right. One to the left, one in the backfield. That's Garcia in the backfield. Now twins to the right, one to the left. Garcia in the backfield. Here goes Hicks. Hicks going to take it on his own, go around the left side and into the end zone for 2. 21-7 in favor of Socorro. 5:45 left in the half. Warriors go up by 14. So a great job by the Warriors. Again, we're streaming this on Rio Grande Valley video on YouTube, Facebook Live, and also streaming on the TuneIn app.
Right.
So there's 3 different platforms you can actually stream the play-by-play.
As the Warriors get ready to kick off, 2 Raton Tigers. Josh Walls setting up. Josh Walls waiting for the signal. There's a whistle. And that's a booming kick. Going to be taken at the 5-yard line. Muffs it. And I believe he picks it up. And Warriors, a host of Warriors are going to be taking it down at the 15. A flag gets thrown. So Warriors should be careful there. Not maybe a face mask. It did come from personal foul face mask. 15 yards at the end of that run, which goes from the 15, so it will be at the 30-yard line. Am I right, Kenny?
Yeah, they're actually taking it from the 17 there, James.
So 32.
So 32 yards, but great pursuit by the Warriors. I mean, it's hard when you're going full speed sometimes, and player ducks his head right as you're about to wrap him up, and that's pretty much what happened there. And, that hand gets on that face mask, and sometimes it's just you can't get it away.
Yeah, that's why you got to go low. They can't go nowhere if you get their legs. Am I right?
No, that's true. And like I said, sometimes when they go lower than you, it's hard to get.
Yes, sir.
Especially when you're going that speed.
Yeah.
So here we go, 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Ball on their own 32-yard line. Kateri goes in motion, leaving Walton. Trips to the left, one to the right. Here goes the direct snap. He's going to run up the middle, and finally going to be brought down, but he's going to pick up.
Ball comes out. Jordan Armijo recovers it.
So great call by James there as he sees the fumble, comes out in the air. Jordan Armijo redeems his fumble.
Yes, sir, he does.
And recovers. Warrior ball, 1st and 10. Ball going to be marked, it looks like, on the 48-yard line of the Tigers. 1st and 10 Warriors.
And Jordan Armijo says, hey, Mom, look what I found.
That's for sure. Caden Walton was the ball carrier for the Tigers. It was going to get enough for the first down, but Warriors able to strip it out.
And, the Warriors were looking for a pass. They were looking for a pass, and they optioned to run it.
Here goes Hicks into the shotgun. Twins left, one to the right, one in the backfield. Here's the snap. Fakes to Garcia. Hicks looks to pass, nothing there, tucks it, and finally going to be brought down. He's going to pick up a yard, so that'll be 2nd and 9 for Socorro. 5:20 left in the half.
Number 72, Abe Alvarado, on that lead tackle pacing Hicks, and they were going for that stripping the ball there, Kenny.
Right, saw Mason actually grab that other arm and put it around there. He must have heard you earlier,
James.
Hey,
he sometimes some people listen to me.
You got him in the helmet there, right? Just
I do.
Doing the pros. So Hicks getting the signal. Andrew Garcia limping a little bit off the field there. Looks like maybe twisted ankle or a thigh cramp. So Jordan Armijo goes into the backfield, twins to the left, one to the right. Hicks into the shotgun. 2nd and 9. Hands off to Armijo. Armijo goes around the middle, and he's going to be hit, but he's going to pick up a couple of yards. He's going to get to the 45-yard line.
He runs into that big 65 Michael Valenzuela, you know, a little bigger than Jordan Armijo. So you ain't going to go nowhere when you run into a big defensive lineman there, Kenny.
That's for sure. We've got 4:20 left in the half. 3rd and 6 for Socorro. Socorro lining up trips to the right. Armijo in the backfield. Ryan Rotman, the tight end, on the left side. And looks like we're going to get something here.
They're cutting something out. The music, I believe.
Oh, so they're talking to the band that they can't be playing during that. The head official starts screaming for the band to stop playing, so they restart the clock at 4 minutes. Hicks into the shotgun, trips right, one in the backfield. Here's the snap. Fakes to Armijo, rolls to his right, looking downfield to pass. Got a receiver open is McDaniel. McDaniel catches it. He goes into, and he's going to step out about the 1 yard line. Tries to
right
get
at the 6.
Oh, at the 6 yard line they call him out.
So, you know, good play of Mike McDaniel. You know, redeem himself, you know, from his little muff the punt. So there we go.
1st and goal for the Warriors, 3:47.
And I think we lost
we just lost the clock. 3:47 left in the first period.
I believe it was a loose wire.
We're going to get a delay here.
No, they got it
back up. They got it back up. 3:47. 3:47 left in the quarter. 1st and goal for the Warriors from the 6. Clock went out for a second. Warriors lead 21-7. 3:47 left in the second quarter. 1st and goal for the Warriors.
I'm going to say it again, Kenny. We need a new scoreboard.
Hey, we need a bunch of sponsors to come get us a new scoreboard. Here we go.
Timeout Tigers.
We're going to get a timeout called by the Raton Tigers. I believe that'll be their second timeout, James?
Yes, sir.
So the Tigers have 1 timeout left. We've got 3:47 left in the half. Warriors leading 21-7. 1st and goal for the Warriors from their own, or from the Tigers 6 yard line.
Right. So Raton with 1 timeout left, and the Warriors only have 2 timeouts left. So, you know, the first timeout for Socorro was taken early in the first quarter at 11:51 when Ocampo wanted to know what's going on.
That's for sure. So, you know, again, I want to remind everybody, you know, that we're only streaming the play-by-play. We can't stream the game due to limits set by the NMAA. It is all reserved. The playoffs are reserved by the NFHS network, and since they are here today, we weren't able to buy into the game. Last year we were able to buy in. It cost $500, so we had the sponsors this year, but NFHS network showed up, so we cannot stream live action, but we can stream the play-by-play. We also are streaming on Facebook Live, on YouTube video. You get the play-by-play and the tune-in app. And when you go to YouTube, just look up Rio Grande Valley Video. And it seems that tends to be the stronger source to stream. But here goes Hicks into the shotgun. Twins to the right. Man goes in motion is Jackson. Fakes the handoff to Jackson. Hicks is going to run around the left side. He's going to get it, and he's going to be brought down. It looks like about the 3 yard line.
4. Look where the official foot is.
Yep, it sure is. They bring him back a yard there, so to the 4 yard line, as James said there. And so that'll be 2nd and goal from the 4 yard line.
I thought the ball was going to do to Jackson there, Kenny.
It sure did look like it.
Yes, sir.
So a good fake to Jackson there. Looks like Hicks threw off a brace that he had on his arm there.
I think it's his warm-up hands. No pouch where you keep your hands
there
on.
you go. So 3:13 left in the half. Warriors leading 21-7. Hicks into the shotgun. Trips to the right, 1 to the left. Empty backfield. Jackson goes in motion. Hicks this time again with a quarterback keeper. He's met at the line of scrimmage and going to leave and lose a yard as that's going to take him back to the 5 yard line. So that'll be 3rd and goal from the 5-yard line. 2:45 clock running left in the second quarter.
So they try that same play, it looks like, Kenny.
Right.
The previous play.
And I noticed there we're going to get a timeout here by Ocampo. And this will give us a chance here to talk about that a little bit. And as I watched Jackson looking back towards the sideline, it looked like, and even from here, it looked like his hands weren't ready to receive the ball. He had his arms backwards. And, the big thing about a quarterback, you hand that off, and if the hands aren't set properly, that's an easy fumble, and that can go out right off the pads.
Right.
So we definitely, so Hicks, probably option said, hey, you know what, I don't want to fumble this. I've got to keep it, and I saw Ocampo signaling to Jackson to switch his arms.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think that's what happened on that one because Jackson looked like he was able to get around that right side with some blockers. So hopefully, we'll see what they come up with. Again, 3rd and goal from the 5-yard line. We've still got 2 chances at it.
Right, Ocampo is, a mastermind of his plays, and he has his dad down there too, so.
He's got a really great coaching staff down there when you start looking at it. You've got Ocampo, Luis Calzada, Coach Jankowski's Coach Z, Johnson, Chris Rotman, Steven Aguilar. Here we go. Here's a direct snap to Mike McDaniel. He fumbles the snap, and the ball goes in and out of his hands. He's able to get back on it and marks at the 10-yard line, the 11-yard line.
And here comes Josh Walsh.
So Josh Walsh coming in for a field goal attempt here. So 4th and goal from the 11-yard line. Walsh will be kicking from, looks like the 19, so a 29-yard attempt by Walsh. Walsh setting up his feet. Ball set on the left hash mark. Walsh at a big angle here. Here's the snap. The kick is up.
It's good.
Walsh, that looks like that's going to be good.
Almost
and
blocked.
It is good. Almost blocked is correct, as James tells you, but the kick is good. Warriors go up 24-7. 29-yard field goal by Josh Walsh. 1:54 left in the half.
And I believe that was a 7-yard?
29-yarder. Kicks from the 19, add the 10 yards for the end zone. 29-yard field goal by Josh Walsh. So great to have Josh Walsh down there as a field goal kicker, as that was for sure money and
right.
Almost blocked, but Walsh quick with the feet to get it.
Yeah, he is. Good job with the holder as well, Kenny.
Yes, sir. And it's easy to fold when you see a guy coming in.
Laces out.
Josh Walsh getting ready to kick off for Socorro. Again, 1:54 left in the half. Warriors leading 24-7. Here goes Walsh on his approach. Here comes the kick, and it's going to be a little short kick, and it takes and goes out of bounds right at the 25 or 35-yard line.
So that's a flag. It's going to go either re-kick or the ball at the 45 or 35.
I believe it's only a 5-yard penalty, so it should take it to the 40. We'll wait for the officials here, but I believe it's going to mark it at the 40-yard line. That's good field position for Raton. I'm sure they're not going to want a re-kick, because if they were to get a re-kick, they risk losing 40 yards there.
Right.
Now Raton does take the penalty. The ball will be 1st and 10 for the Tigers.
1 minute and 54 seconds left to go in the first half.
1st and 10 for the Tigers on their own 40-yard line. Kateri into the shotgun, trips right, one split wide to the left, one in the backfield. Man goes in motion is Walton from the backfield. Looks back to pass, goes across the left side, and we'll wait for that, and that's an incomplete pass. The official right on that one there, and good coverage by Nate Fresquez.
And that was I was looking for a flag there, Kenny, from here up here, but then again, I'm not down there. So
it did look close. I thought the same flag was coming out.
Okay, so I'm likewise.
So a minute 48 left in the half. 2nd and 10 for the Tigers. Ball on their own 40-yard line. Twins to the left, one to the right, one in the backfield. Kateri into the shotgun. No huddle offense. Here's the snap. Hands off to Walton in the backfield. He's hit hard. Max Jaramillo hits him in the backfield as soon as he gets the ball handed to him.
As well as Ian Jordanson was.
and it's going to lose a couple of yards there. So that'll be 3rd and 12, 132.
And counting.
And counting, so the clock running after that. We're down to 1:25 left in the first half.
3rd down and 12 for the Tigers.
You know, and James, I don't know why I always want to say it in the ball game, but you know, it's like, I guess, wishful thinking.
Right, yeah.
Kateri into the shotgun. Twins trips right, one to the left, one in the backfield. Walton goes in motion from the backfield. Kateri back to pass, looking for man downfield, and
Nate Fresquez was on the hunt for that ball.
He sure was, as he overthrows his
Way
receiver.
overthrew.
And Nate Fresquez tries to run it down, but he's even overthrown.
Right.
So incomplete. 1 minute left in the half, and that's 4th and 12. Ball on the 38-yard line of the Tigers. Mike McDaniel dropping back into the punt formation, but I don't see the punt team in. And now they bring Alvarado in, and he drops deep.
But, you know, they did run it last time, so.
Yes, sir. Alvarado looks to punt. There's the punt.
He blocked
It's blocked, and it's picked up
by
That's
15.
Caden Moreland, and he's going to take it all the way down to the 3-yard line before he's tackled. That's a young freshman,
Yes.
Caden Moreland. Great job. Super exciting for me.
Yeah, that was very, very smart play, you know. Blocked that play, and, you know, I think he really wanted that touchdown here, Kenny. You know.
This is a kid that played middle school for me last year, and just such a good kid, coachable kid. And to see him excel now at Warrior football, and he's been doing it all year long, I get a little overly excited.
And his mom, Erin, Miss Bells, is a teacher there at middle school too. So you know, also does barrel racing there at the complex. So.
Right, yeah, and real friendly lady.
Yeah, real friendly. You know, even he's a great kid. He's a
is.
really great kid, a great player. Great to see him excel.
So exciting to see Kalen there block that punt, pick it up, and run it to the 3-yard line before he's brought down. So 1st and goal for the Warriors. 52 seconds left. Hicks into the shotgun, trips to the right, one in the backfield.
I think he was surprised.
Here's the snap. Hicks rolls out to his right side, looking to pass, then goes back to Garcia in the corner. Garcia with a catch. Touchdown, Warriors.
There we
Warriors
go, baby.
up 30-7. Garcia with a good catch. Payson hits him in between the numbers there, right in the corner of the left end zone. Left back of the end zone. Exciting for the Warriors right here. 46 seconds left in the half.
Another 2-yard pass, you know, and it all started by Caden Moreland.
That's exactly it. Walsh in for the extra point. Here's the snap. It's down. The kick is up, and it's good.
No.
31-7.
There goes the scoreboard again.
The scoreboard goes out again, and it's kind of blinking in and out.
Yep. So our boosters, you know, if you guys want to throw some money into the,
and I know there's been a lot of hype out there to try and buy one of the big bubbles for them to run out of. I think the scoreboard should be a priority.
I think so. You know what? And I would like to see the scoreboard put on the south end of the
right,
the
so
field.
this way our fans that sit up in the handicap area
exactly.
are able to see.
You know, and also, you know, it's a great. I was talking to one of our coaches. You know, use the booth where you sell tickets out of. Use that for coaches to film the game and scouting aspects.
What are you going to do with Freehill over here? They won't be able to see it.
Well,
they'll have to get on Facebook Live and watch us, Reese.
Yeah.
All right.
So here we go. Josh Walsh getting ready to kick for Socorro. 46 seconds left in the second quarter. Warriors lead 31-7. Here goes Walsh. And it's a good line drive. Going to hit at about the 8-yard line and go into the end zone. That'll be a touchback. That'll be 1st and 10 for the Tigers at their own 20-yard line.
You know, hopefully we don't see a repeat of 1 year ago today. You know, we're up, pretty big, and our players, kind of, took a downslide, so you just got to keep driving and, and don't let up.
That's for sure.
1st and 10 for the
The score is still
Tigers.
0-0.
And that's why we got to come out that second half.
That's what I'm talking about, Kenny.
That's for sure. Here we go. Tigers starting an offense. It's going to be Caden Walton Now at quarterback into the shotgun, trips to the left, Twins to the right. Walton calling out the signals. Man goes in motion. Fakes the handoff. Goes on the quarterback keeper. Goes to the left side. Brought down by a host of Warriors.
I believe that was Gage Johnson that met him firsthand.
Quarterback keeper.
Number 2.
And that is, you're correct on that. Gage Johnson with a big tackle. And that's going to be a 1st and 10 for the Tigers.
Who needs the binos?
First down, Tigers.
Them young eyes you got there, James.
Hey, not so young.
33 seconds left in the half. Clock running. 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Ball on their own 30-yard line. Kateri back to quarterback. Goes into the shotgun. Twins left. One split out wide to the right. One in the backfield is Walton. Here goes the handoff to Walton. Goes up the middle. He's going to be met and hit, but he's going to pick up, I believe, another Tiger first down.
I believe that's Armijo, Eric.
Number 9.
Eric Armijo gets the tackle there, but he does get to the 41-yard line, and that'll be a 1st and 10 for the Tigers. 12 seconds left.
Timeout, Tigers.
Timeout, right? Tigers.
Tigers going to use their last timeout here with 12 seconds left in the half. And I see Ocampo down there talking to his defense about tackling lower. It seems like everybody's tackling high, maybe going for that strip, but right now it's just a time to stop them and not let them break away with a big running play or a big pass play. Again, 12 seconds left. Warriors lead 31-7. 1st and 10 for the Tigers from their own 41-yard line.
And just so our fans know, we are recording this and we'll be posting this later.
Thank you there, Reese.
Stay tuned for Reese's halftime show. So.
Well, you know what's really cool there, James, you know, is we always get that fancy new Warrior bus out there parked on the end zone during the playoffs like this. And, you know, Bernice does the driving there, Bernice Anaya, and puts it down there in the field.
Which her husband, you know, is part of the chain crew.
There you go. And so here we go. Kateri goes into the shotgun. Twins right, Twins left. One in the backfield. Warriors showing blitz, but back off. Here's Kateri looking back to pass. Rolls to his left side. Looks downfield. Has a man open. He's going to make the completion, but stay inbounds. That'll stop the clock. With the completion and the movement of the chains, it'll be 1st and 10 from the Socorro 40-yard line. Andrew Garcia with the tackle. 6 seconds. Kateri spikes the ball with 2 seconds left.
He kind of spikes that with authority there, Kenny.
Yes, sir, boy. He threw that pass like he was throwing it 80 yards. So it'll be 2nd and 10 now. Ball at the Socorro 40-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout by Ocampo this time. We've got 2 seconds left in a half. So Ocampo probably going to set up a prevent defense here.
Right. And if you don't take them, if you don't use them, you can't take them with you.
That's right.
Use them or lose them.
So again, 31-7. 2 seconds left in the half. Ball on the Socorro 40-yard line. 2nd and 10 for the Tigers. So, you know, James, right now, you know, Ocampo's probably not going to let anything get down deep and passed into the end zone and prevent them from scoring. We get the ball again in the second half and be able to increase our lead there.
Right.
You know, and again, man, I can't get over Caden Moreland, a freshman, being able to go down there and block that.
You know, I mean, he surprised himself, I think, because he's like, oh, wait, the ball's in my hands, you know. So good job by Caden Moreland. Fantastic.
Yep, and able to run it all the way to the 3-yard line.
Again, man.
Right down from behind.
Right.
So here we go, getting ready to come out of the timeout. Warriors setting up a prevent defense. Hicks, the safety, he's dropping back all the way down to the 10-yard line. The Warriors look like they're going to line up a 3-man front. Kateri into the shotgun, trips left, one to the right, one in the backfield. Man goes in motion to the right, looking for the screen pass.
Ooh.
They do the
hook and ladder.
Hook and ladder, there he go, but he's going to be tackled inside at the 28-yard line, and that'll end the half.
You ever seen a hook and ladder there, Kenny, from high school?
We used to do that when I was in high school. That was Castaneda's favorite play there.
Yeah.
And And so, but it didn't work for the Tigers.
No, it didn't.
Warriors ready for just about anything there.
You know,
So
that
great-
prevent defense prevents you from scoring touchdowns.
That's it. So now the Warriors will go into half. We'll have a 15-minute break here for halftime. And I think Reese has a few words for you here during the half.
All right, good evening. Hey, thanks, Kenny. I'm ready to say evening. I still think I'm at night. Hey, folks, thanks for listening. Yeah, like I said, we are forbidden from live streaming the video and the play of the game, but we're going to continue to bring you the play-by-play game here with Kenny G when we come back. And like I said, we do have a recording of this, so we are recording and catching all those exciting plays right here on Rio Grande Valley Radio, and we'll be posting that on our YouTube page and our Facebook page later, as soon as the game is over later this evening. So it'll be there for everybody to watch and enjoy Kenny G's great play-by-play and the live video action of the Socorro Warriors here on Socorro Warrior Field. So thank you for watching. Wow, they're doing some things with the sound system here. I'm going to sign off for right now. We got 14 minutes and 14 seconds till the halftime is over. The Socorro Warriors lead 31-7.
Technical difficulties.
All right, they're having some technical difficulties with the sound system here, but pretty soon we'll have they get the sound worked out. We might have a little dance show here on the field.
All right, now introducing your Socorro High School dance team. Addison Grego, Kaylee Hall, Isabel Morin, Piano Costa, Yamil Costa, Mary Angel, Emily Moorhead, and head coach Selena Randovaso.
Dancing's not your thing, please step aside.
Give it up for your Socorro High School dance team. And we apologize for that interruption.
Watch out for next year when they're following because all these kids are young. I know. The only one I think they lose is yeah. You had those Quateri twin brothers. Right. And then you got Walton, freshman. Yeah. So they're going to be good. You know, and then boys are Rat's home is always really true. They were winning state championship. You know, right now, the way they have the right where it should be. It is. You have a little discrepancy from about your top 5 down, but in the game, any of those guys are not about one of the top guys. You know, it wasn't like it was back in other schools. We have St. Clyde, top
Rgvr, please go to the press box. Rgvr.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the Warriors are re-entering the field here. And we're going to have to go back and blanket off as soon as the game starts up again. But we got a minute and 32 seconds until the game clock ticks down for halftime. Again, Warriors lead 31-7. And the crowd is excited here. And again, we did have some sponsors for the playoff games, but we were unable to stream because the National Football High School is here, and they're streaming the game live on the NFHS network. And therefore, since they chose to do this game, we could not do the game. So we have to blank it out here as soon as the game starts. But we are recording it live, so you can. We'll be posting this up later. As soon as we get done editing it, make sure everything's working right with our recording, which looks great right now in 1080. Sorry about the issue with Facebook. We were trying to stream it in high definition 1080. Facebook has been telling us that they're ready for. There go the Warriors running on the field. Facebook's been telling us that they're ready for it, but they are not ready for 1080. It requires a lot. Oh, look, there's my blue mic. All right. We ready to hand it back over to you, Kenny? Kenny's nodding his head. All right, Kenny, you guys are live.
Here we go. Welcome back right here, Eddie Castaneda Field, home of the Socorro Warriors. Your Warriors leading 31-7 at halftime. We're going to have the 3-minute warm-up coming up, and during that 3-minute warm-up, I'm going to turn it over to the ref here, and he's going to give you the first half playback and the scoring of the first half there, James.
Well, thank you, Kenny. You know, and basically it was Warriors had a tough start, a little slow start. You know, I think we kind of always really do. But coming back, you know, and Raton Tigers score first, you know, with the, you know, 3-yard pass to Walton with the touchdown. I believe that was in the first quarter, you know, and it's kind of woken up Socorro Warriors a little bit.
Right, that was a tough break there. I mean,
we kind of muffed the, you know, Michael McDaniel muffed the punt, and so kind of put them Raton Tigers into scoring position. But we kind of woke up Socorro Warriors a little bit, and you know, first bad snap by I guess our center, you know, and Payson Hicks, you know, had to go retract the ball, pick it up, and throw a 50-yard, you know, pass to Andrew Garcia. You know, I mean, that's from the 50, you know, and I mean, it was right on money, and it was perfect, you know, and it kind of looked like Tom Brady, you know.
Right, and Garcia was just so wide open, too.
Right, you know, and, you know, so then, you know, kind of it was 7-7 for the remainder of the first quarter, and then Socorro in the second quarter, you know, Nate Fresquez scored a 3-yard run, you know, set up by Duda Jackson. And that was the second touchdown with Nate Fuesquez, and then again due to Jackson stand up again for the third time we get out there, and Payson Hicks runs it in for a 13-yard touchdown in the second quarter, and then Josh Walsh comes on and scores field goal. They shut us down, but we can still put points on the score. So Josh Walsh came through, and then we have the last, I guess, to end the first half.
We start with a block punt.
Set up by Kalen Moreland. So young freshman. So Andrew Garcia runs that in. Actually not. It was a passing touchdown. I'm sorry. So, that sets up to 31-7. Now we're going to receive the ball again here in the second half.
Right, and we've got about 45 seconds left before the kickoff here. Raton Tigers actually lost the toss. The Warriors deferred, so we kicked off to start off the ball game. And now the Warriors will be receiving now in the second half, so we're excited about seeing that and adding points to our score here.
Right, and this is where, the second half you had to come out, the score still 0-0. I'm pretty sure the coaches are telling our players, Warriors, coach, the score is 0-0. We can still lose this ball game, and we've seen it as 1 year ago today, that, we lost in the first round
to West Las Vegas.
To West Las Vegas. So, we have to, even though you're the number one seed don't mean nothing. It just means a number.
That's it.
And that's they have to go out and just play their Warrior football game.
That's for sure. And hopefully our Warriors come out hungry again in the second half and start preparing for next week. This is a chance for Ocampo to run and work some kinks out, be able to come back, look at some film, and look into next week as we'll be playing Tularosa. And that's, we've got to finish the win here, but that would put us hosting Tularosa right here at Eddie Castaneda Field.
Right. And I guess that's, like I said, a bad taste in our mouth that we want to get back, and we should be undefeated right now. We should have beat Tularosa in Tularosa, but due to some circumstances that, we're not, we need to work on our attitude, a little bit, and, just play football.
Right, and here we go, getting ready to start the ball game. Raton Tigers setting up a kickoff. Looks like they're setting for an onside kick, but now the kicker claps his hands and the Tigers spread out. So we're still going to watch for the onside kick here. So the Tigers have nothing to lose with being down 31-7. Wait on the official whistle. Deep is Andrew Garcia and Mike McDaniel for Socorro. Tigers finally run on their last player to make 11 out there. Now kicking is Alvarado for the Tigers. Approaches the ball, and he does do a deep kick. Going to go to Mike McDaniel. He's going to take it at the 13-yard line. Going to go around the left side, breaks a tackle, makes a man miss, comes around the left side and goes out of bounds. And it looks like he's going to go out of bounds right at the Socorro 38-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Warriors.
I think his feet got stuck right on the ground there, Kenny. He couldn't really go anywhere, and he's going to...
Yeah, that's one of those plays, and where you just get beat, and you just cannot make a move. And Mike McDaniel made a good little juke there just with a head fake. And the guy just kind of left there. I think his pants were down around his ankles, and he couldn't move.
He had shackles on.
There we go. Hicks now in at quarterback, goes into the shotgun, trips to the right for the Warriors. Empty backfield. 1st and 10 for the Warriors from the 38 line. McDaniel goes into motion. Hicks throws out to the flats. Gets a block by Rosas. McDaniel goes around the right side. Going to be tackled. Going to pick up about 5-6 yards. They're going to mark him down at the 44-yard line of Socorro. That'll bring up 2nd and 4 for the Warriors.
He gets tackled by number 3, Isaiah Samora. Not Z.
Yeah, Samora. Gave me some more.
There you go. That's what
some
he
more
said.
What?
Some more what? Some more.
Some more points.
There
you go.
One in the backfield, 2 out to the left, 1 on the right. Fakes, goes out to the right side, hits Jackson. Jackson got complete, breaks around, knocked out of bounds at the Tiger 38-yard line. 1st and 10, Warriors. Warriors marching down the ball quickly.
Due to Jackson stepping up big this game, huh?
That's for sure. And Mike McDaniel turned out of that route there, thought the ball was coming towards him. And Jackson right on his left shoulder there makes the completion and a big gain. 11 minutes left in the third quarter. 1st and 10 for the Warriors from the Tiger 38-yard line. Hicks now has the play. One in the backfield is going to be Armijo. Twins right, twins left. Here's the snap. Fakes to Armijo, looks to pass, gets hit right as his arm is going forward.
Pass incomplete.
And so that's going to be an incomplete pass.
I believe that was on the tackle, that rush that was Matthew Kateri.
Kateri. Yeah, so, I mean, that's the twin to their quarterback.
There you go. That's what we're thinking he's a twin.
Right, and then I actually found out, talking to one of the other staff, that is his twin brother.
Oh, okay, so there you go. It is a twin. Clarification.
There we go. But that was while you're down getting some of the drinks.
That was, yeah.
You know, and that was a lot helpful here. Again, Warriors line up, twins right, twins left. Armijo in the backfield, Hicks in the shotgun. Here's the snap. Rolls out to his right, looking to pass, looking way downfield.
That's interference.
We're going to get an interference call there against the Tigers as they interfere with Fresquez. Fresquez breaking for the ball.
I believe that's number 4, Caden Walton. Oh.
Caden Walton.
Yep.
So pass interference by Walton. That'll be another first down for the Warriors.
Right.
So that'll be a 15-yard there from the line of scrimmage there. The officials marking it off.
Sorry, Kenny, the ref came out of me. I had to call it.
That's all right. And so that'll be a 1st and 10 for the Warriors. Ball marked at the 24-yard line. 10:37 left in the third quarter, 31-7. Handoff to Armijo. Armijo goes up the middle, quick burst of speed. He's going to get enough, looks like, for a Warrior first down, as he's going to take it all the way down to the 14-yard line.
First down, Warriors.
And they do give us the 1st and 10 there. So 1st and 10 for the Warriors from the Tiger 14-yard line. Armijo stays in the ball game. He'll be in the backfield. Hicks getting a play from Ocampo. Twins to the right, twins to the left. Armijo lining up to the left side of Hicks. Hicks giving some signals to his receiver on the right will be Rosas. Rosas spreads out a little wider. Here's the snap. Hicks back to pass. Looks across down into the corner of the end zone for Jackson. And it's going to be thrown incomplete. As Jackson not able to get to that one there. It was just overthrown.
Yeah, way too high.
I know Jackson can jump, but that was just a little above his leaping ability there, I believe. You know, if you get that in that 10-foot range, I mean,
yeah, exactly.
Jackson's thinking dunk.
Right.
Dunk or fly.
He is a basketball. That is his sport, and that's all he really wants to do.
10:03 left in the third quarter. Warriors lead 31-7. Twins to the left, twins to the right. Armijo in the backfield. Hicks in the shotgun. Hicks calls out the signals. Fresquez goes in motion, fakes the handoff, goes on a quarterback keeper, and he's hit by their quarterback, Dylan Kateri, who's in as a linebacker. And he's going to pick up, I think, a couple of yards, maybe one. So that'll be 3rd and 9 for Socorro. Ball now at the 13-yard line of the Tigers. Andrew Garcia comes in for Armijo. Twins to the right, twins to the left. Garcia now in the backfield. Hicks showing a little bit of a limp, but then kind of shakes it off, and now he's back into the shotgun. Hicks calls out the signals. 9:25 left in the third quarter. McDaniel goes in motion. Hands to McDaniel. McDaniel cuts back, breaks a tackle. Now fighting for more yardage as he's going to be stopped somewhere, looks like about the 11-yard line, so only picks up 2.
There goes Josh Walsh.
There comes I believe Josh Walsh is going to come into the game here. And we do have an injured Warrior down on the field.
Michael McDaniel.
Michael McDaniel down on the field right now. And you can see he's pounding his hand on the ground there, so I know he's a little upset about being injured there. So we will get an official timeout here, but that's going to be a 4th and 6 for the Warriors. Got 9:05 left in the third quarter.
I believe he's looking at his back.
He might have taken a helmet back there. I mean, he was trying to fight from running to keep running forward, and somebody might have maybe punched a helmet in there.
It's quad.
Oh, so it's going to be a cramp.
Cramp, yeah. Yeah, I see our veteran chief of fire department, Joe Gonzalez, out there, so
right,
he's in good hands.
I'm sure they're going to bring him out some pickle juice and they'll get him going again.
There you go.
You know, and
we got Damien Ocampo out there with State Farm, so you're in good hands.
There you go.
He's going to love that one, huh?
When I see now that Deanna Aragon, she's going live on Facebook, so that's good to go. So some of you can, maybe follow her and be able to get that. I'm going to try and share it to my page. That way you guys can pick up some of the game also. And so it'll be on my personal page. Thank you to Deanna for going live. We're still here on the injury. Clock keeps blinking in and out there. I don't know what's going on there with the scoreboard, man, but we're 9:05 left in the third quarter. Warriors lead 31-7. Again, we're into Tiger territory. Ball at the 11-yard line, but 4th down and 6. So it looked like they're stretching him out. Is that what they're doing, James?
Yeah, kind of just seeing if he can stand up on his own power, and he has his helmet off, and he is getting up, and he's going to be helped off with Joe Gonzalez. And I believe he is now walking.
That pickle juice is a real miracle.
I know we had a comment here on Facebook, somebody asking if the stands were full, and they're probably somewhere around 60% full. As I look out there,
he is kind of walking now normally, so that's a good sign, Kenny.
Right, he's still got a little bit of a limp there, but he is under his own power, so get him some pickle juice and get him going again. Again, Warriors lead 31-7, 9:05 left in the third quarter.
4th and 7.
4th and 7 for Socorro. Ball marked on the 11-yard line. Hicks goes into the shotgun. Trips to the left, or twins to the left, twins to the right. Empty backfield. Garcia moves up as a receiver. Hicks calling out the signals. Here's the snap. Garcia looks for Garcia, finds Garcia. Garcia is going to fight to get into the end zone. Touchdown Warriors! Garcia able to fight and dive into the end zone there.
As he stretches and touches the ball on the pylon. The pylon is in.
Yes, sir. So a touchdown for the Warriors. 8:59 left in the third quarter. Warriors go up 37-7. So a great route run by Garcia. Hicks finds him wide open, and Garcia with a good 3-yard push, run and dives with the ball into the pylon. Good for 6. Josh Walsh in to kick the extra point. The kick is up, and it's good. And what a great job there by Gage Johnson as the ball was snapped a little rough, and Johnson had to pick it up off the ground and then still set it in time just right before Walsh kicked it. So great job.
How long was that pass?
So the 11-yard completion on 4th down to Garcia, and Garcia able to take that into the end zone. Oh, great job there by the Warriors.
On the web at rudies.com. Remember, all school groups.
Walsh will be kicking off for Socorro. Yeah, and 8:59 left in the third quarter. Warriors up 38-7. Warriors wearing all black with white helmets, blue and white numbers. Raton wearing all white with black helmets and white and black numbers. So their numbers outlined in black.
Back in black.
Yeah, that's our Warriors, baby. And here comes Josh Walsh getting ready to kick off. There's the whistle. And Josh Walsh approaches the ball, gives a short kick. He's going to hit. Oh, and that was a good attempt there trying to kick it down. Fresquez was hustling downfield. Finally, the ball is taken by the Raton Tigers at the 27-yard line. And as soon as it's caught by the Tigers, Fresquez immediately puts on the tackle as Fresquez was near getting the ball.
I think, yeah, he was. And I think that was heads-up play by Raton player.
That sure was.
Yeah.
That sure was, because that would have been a nice play for the Warriors. 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Ball at the 27-yard line of the Tigers. Trips to the left, one to the right, one in the backfield. Passes out to the flats. Incomplete pass as it drops to the ground. So that'll bring up 2nd and 10 for the Tigers. And that's going to be marked back at the 27-yard line of the Tigers. 2nd and 10. Kateri going into the shotgun. One in the backfield would be Walton. Twins to the right. One split out wide left. Ball on the right hash. Here's the snap. Hands off to Walton up the middle. Breaks a tackle, but then met by Max Hadamio. We get a fumble.
Raton.
And Raton recovers.
That was Max Hadamio that forced that ball. Put his helmet right on the ball, Kenny.
A great play by Max Hadamio there. They do pick up 5 yards. That'll be 3rd and 5. Ball now at the 32-yard line. Kateri goes into the shotgun. Twins right, one to the left, one in the backfield. Kateri looking to pass off to his left. Throws it short. Incomplete pass. That'll bring up 4th and 5 for the Tigers. 8:24 left in the third quarter. Warriors lead 38-7.
Kind of seemed like Raton was kind of falling apart there, Kenny. No, you don't really see that spark that they had at the beginning of in the first half.
That's for sure, and it seems like they're trying to rush everything, instead of taking their time and playing ball.
Like they were in the first half.
Yes, sir. There you go, Kateri into the shotgun. Twins right, twins left, one in the backfield. Kateri gets a snap, goes down long, looking for a man downfield, and that's going to be passed to way overthrown, incomplete pass. Be a turnover on downs. 1st and 10 Warriors. 8:13 or 8:19 left in the third quarter.
Warriors with very good field position here, Kenny. 1st and 10 on the
32-yard line, I believe.
Yeah, 32
of the Tigers. So 32 yards to pay dirt, baby. So 1st and 10 for the Warriors from the Tiger 32-yard line on the turnover on downs. Great defense by our Warriors. Hicks immediately goes into the shotgun, trips to the right. Garcia in the backfield on his right. Waiting for our center to come onto the field as Carlos Zamora hustles in. Hicks calls out the signals. Here's the snap. Hicks rolls to his right. Garcia with a good block. Looks downfield for Jackson. Jackson complete. Touchdown Warriors.
32 yards.
32 yards in the air. Jackson right into the end zone. Thrown over his back shoulder. Jackson makes the adjustment. Makes the catch in for 6. 44-7. 8:12 left in the third quarter.
And Kenny, I'm glad they went to Jackson and got that touchdown because he's been basically there working really hard, trying to get him into field scoring position, and he finally comes away with the touchdown to show for it.
And here's Walsh, who's the extra point. Here's the snap. The kick is up right down the middle. 45-7. So I believe we'll now go to a running clock here, James.
Yes, it is a running clock. Clock will only stop on timeouts and injured timeouts.
There we go again. 8:12 left in the third quarter. Warriors up 45-7.
Be sure to redeem your game ticket for great offers. This is how you sign it.
So exciting here for the Warriors. Josh Walsh will be kicking for Socorro from his own 40-yard line. I'd like to thank everyone who's been joining us and commenting there on Facebook. I wish we were able to stream it, but makes it tough when NFHS Network shows up.
Yes, sir. I have to comment on Kenny's ball cap here. as one of the officials or one of the coaches for the Warriors is wearing your cap.
You know it, man. And here goes the kick downfield, and that's going to be taken at the 8-yard line. And that's going to go around, and that's going to be a big tackle and a fumble, ball out, and the Warriors grab it. That's going to be Warrior ball. Rosas able to get onto the ball. That's going to be a 1st and goal for the Warriors. Great hustle by Xavier Rosas.
And Nate Fresquez who forces that ball out. I mean,
Nate Fresquez forces it out, as James calls there. Rosas dives in and able to take it away from the Raton Tiger there.
You know, and as I was on with the binoculars there, Kenny, and all I see focusing on the play, and all I see is the ball just fly.
And I said 1st and goal, but actually mark the ball at the 11-yard line, so that'll be 1st and 10 from the Tiger 11. Now, Payson Hicks stays on the sidelines. Gage Johnson now the quarterback. Garcia in the backfield, one split wide to the left. Hands to Garcia. Garcia comes around the left side, one man to beat, and jukes him, goes into the untouched into the end zone. Touchdown Warriors!
11-yard run.
Warriors go up 51-7. 7:08 left in the third quarter. So it looked like Garcia was going to be hit after a pickup of about 4 yards. Garcia makes a juke move, leaves the guy standing there tackling air.
Right.
And Garcia gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Here's Walsh for the extra point.
And one more touchdown, Kenny, and this is ball game.
And here goes the kick. It's good. 52-7 or 53.
That's 52.
52. I think our scorekeepers messed up and they put 2 points up there. 52-7. So scoreboard went to 53. I was like, Kenny. I thought maybe I saw the wrong numbers up there earlier.
Well, at least it's still lit up.
Right. So I'm sure that they're trying to figure out how to fix the scoreboard down there. Now they do get it fixed. So 7:08 left in the third quarter.
This time it wasn't the lights. It wasn't no lights.
That was operator error. I was like, wait a minute, I was going to say 52, and I see it go to 53. Would I do my math wrong here? I think I've got the math major here.
Yes, sir.
Walsh will be kicking for the Warriors from his own 40-yard line. 7:08 left in the third quarter. Again.
I see Caden Moreland in there. Let's see if he can scoop up a touchdown here.
Well, that's for sure, right?
He needs due. He needs.
Here's a big kick by Walsh, and that's going to go into the end zone. No, it's going to go out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
So that's a great kick.
Great kick, and so we'll see what happens here. And I know the penalty flag will come out. We may get a re-kick here because of where the placement is. And I'm sure the Tigers don't want to accept that right there.
No, they're gonna put it on the
40.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's quite the penalty.
Quite the penalty.
So I guess the New Mexico rule here is if it goes out of bounds before it gets to the end zone,
before touch, it has to
goes to the right, goes to the 40. Here we go. Into the shotgun is Walton. Twins right, twins left. Man goes in motion. Here's the snap. Walton goes on a keeper, runs up the middle, and he's going to get hit and tackled. I believe that was Ian Jordison there.
Those kids over on the other side, Kenny, were throwing something yellow, and I thought I saw a penalty flag.
That was Ian Jordison and Mike McDaniel on the tackle there, but not until he picks up 5 yards. That'll be 2nd and 5. 6:45 left in the third quarter.
And Ian's down. He's like, I'm hurt.
So we're going to get a stoppage of the clock here as Ian's holding on to his left leg around the knee area.
I don't really think he's hurt, Kenny. I think it's a poise to use a timeout.
So that stops the clock. 6:24. Again, 52-7. Socorro leads here in this quarterfinal game over the Raton Tigers.
You know, what we saw with the Raton Tigers, you know, start out pretty strong in the first half and kind of just looking a little flat in the second half. You know, not kind of like Kenny says, rushing stuff and trying to force stuff that's not there. Warriors, Kenny, we talk about the talent. It's we're so well balanced on receiver core, our running back core, our quarterbacks, and even our defense as well. Our linebackers, our defensive linemen, even our safeties and cornerbacks. We're just, it's easy to win ball games when you're surrounded by such good players.
That's for sure.
And great coaching, Kenny.
So again, I've been slowly getting text and different comments here, and people wondering why we're not streaming the game. And again, it's because of NFHS Network being here. They have the NMA rights to stream the game. We can only stream audio. Here's a snap by Kateri. He drops back into the shotgun, passes down into the flats to his running back, Caden Walton. He's going to get enough for a first down and get it into Warrior territory as he's going to finally be taken out of bounds at the Socorro 41-yard line.
He gets chased out of bounds by number 32, Rodolfo Maldonado.
So Rodolfo having a good game also tonight. Here goes Kateri, twins to the left, twins to the right, into the shotgun, one in the backfield. Here's the snap. You're going to go up the middle with it. Nobody there. Finally going to be brought down from behind. Falls on Bold and recovered by Socorro. We get a penalty flag down, but it looks like they're going to call him down, but as the ball came out.
What is the penalty for? Is it holding or is it?
Penalty on the play.
It did come from the head referee.
That's holding
against Raton, so that's going to be brought back. So replay first down from the spot of the foul, Kenny.
Correct.
So the spot of the foul looks like it's going to be right where that flag is going to be at.
So he's going to be about a yard short of the 1st and 10, so it'll bring about 1st and 11.
About 1st and 11, 1st and 10, something like that. But it replays first down. So that's another for you people. If you see the flag, the official will throw the flag where the penalty or the foul happened, and then they go from the spot from that flag.
And it does take it back 1 yard, so it's 1st and 11. 1st and 11 for Raton. The ball marked at the 42-yard line of Socorro. Kateri into the shotgun, twins left, one to the right. Man goes in motion. Kateri looking back to pass, goes across down to the middle to Walton. Walton breaks a tackle, finally gets brought down, tripped up at the 18-yard line, 19-yard line as the official moves in a step.
And I believe that was Gage Johnson and Duda Jackson, Kenny.
Okay.
That kind of got the tackle, mostly Gage Johnson, though.
Twins right, twins left, one in the backfield. Here's the snap. Hands off to his running back. He's going to be met at the line, and he's going to break a tackle and finally brought down by a host of Warriors.
Max Jaramillo wrapped up his legs, Kenny. Like I said, he can't go anywhere if you got their legs.
That's for sure. He will pick up 2 yards on the carry, bring up 2nd and 8. Ball now on the 17-yard line. 4:40 left in the third quarter. Twins left, twins right, one in the backfield. Kateri into the shotgun. Man goes in motion for the Tigers. Kateri looking downfield. He's going to keep it on a quarterback draw. He's going to be met
by Jordan
Armijo and taken backwards. But he is going to get the ball, looks like, to the 14-yard line.
3rd and 5.
3rd down and 5 for the Tigers.
So 3rd and 5 for the Tigers. 4:10 left in the third quarter. Kateri goes into the shotgun, trips right, one to the left, running back split out wide a little bit. Here he goes, rolls out to his right, looking downfield, looking for an open receiver, finally finds one near the end zone and just out of the reach, incomplete pass. So that'll be 4th and 5 for the Tigers. Ball on the 14-yard line of Socorro. We do have a penalty flag down at the 16-yard line.
It could be a holding call because it does come from the referee, so. It is going to be a holding call. They're going to march him back. 3rd and 15, Kenny.
Holding on the Tigers.
So 3:52, clock now stopped. And we're going to get a timeout by the Tigers. the ball gets moved to the 26-yard line.
First time out of the second half.
NEXGEWARRIOR is a co-partner of the Mexico Activities Association.
And
We're going to have a 4th and 17.
while we got a quick timeout, just a reminder to everyone, we are recording the video while we're not streaming it live. We are recording it. We're going to be posting that up later so you can watch the game in its entirety on our website, Facebook, and YouTube.
So we've got a timeout by the Tigers. We've got 3:52 left in the third quarter. Warriors lead 52-7. Tigers going to have a 3rd down. I said 4th down earlier, James, but it's going to be a 3rd and 17 as in the holding call replay the down.
Well, we're basically looking at, the quarterback, going to the running back and quarterback sneaking or option.
Here we go. Terry into the shotgun. Twins left, twins right. One in the backfield. Drops back to pass. Looks down deep. Has a man wide open and throws it out of bounds. Incomplete pass. So that'll bring up 4th down. 4th and 17 for the Tigers.
And we haven't really seen their field goal unit on at all.
And that was Isaiah Samora who was able to break wide open there. Just pass overthrown and out of bounds. Oh, that was a great chance for the Tigers to put up 6 points there, James. As he had about 3 steps on the nearest
Most
defender.
definitely, and Raton, don't take it away from Raton. They did everything right to get here. So
here we go. Trips to the left, one to the right, one in the backfield. Kateri goes into the shotgun. Here's the snap. And we're going to get a penalty on the play. No, it's going to be offsides against the defense.
So 5 yards, it's going to go back to 4th and 10.
Or 4th and 12.
Yep, 4th and 12. Sorry, Kenny.
We were 4th and 17 there. There's our math major. 51, 53,
Basic math is hard, okay, Kenny?
It sure is.
You thought fractions were bad.
Here we go. Kateri goes into the shotgun, one in the backfield, 3 trips to the left, one to the right. Here's the snap. Rolls out to his left, being pursued by McDaniel. Looks downfield, incomplete pass, and we're going to get a flag, maybe some interference there as we had Jordan, and we're going to get a holding call is what we're going to get. And that's probably going to be on Jordan Armijo there.
Yeah, it is.
And that is called against Socorro.
So it's only a 5-yard variety, Kenny, so it's going to be replay of 4th down.
I don't think there's a 5-yard variety on holding there. I think it's going to be 10 yards.
It's a 10, okay.
So that'll be 4th and 2, replay the down.
I thought it was only 5 yards on defense, I'm sorry. I could be thinking NFL.
So that moves the ball to the 11-yard line. 1st down at the 9-yard line. Kateri into the shotgun. Twins left, one to the right. Calling out the signals. Here's the snap. Going to the quarterback keeper. He's going to be hit in the backfield and brought down
by Michael McDaniel.
Mike McDaniel and Gage Johnson. And the Warriors shut it down. Turnover on downs. Turnover to the Warriors. Ball going to be marked, it looks like, at the 14-yard line of Socorro. So great defensive stand by the Warriors, even with the penalty there. And I see Eric Armijo comes off holding his shoulder there a little bit, James.
And that's not good. He's been a big help on defense, Kenny.
He sure has. So hopefully he'll get healthy here in this break period here.
And we do see Gage Johnson, in as quarterback.
That's for sure. We got Gage Johnson and Nate Fresquez coming off the field also. So we got a lot of substitutes in there. Looks like Duda Jackson, one of the remaining starters there from the receiving corps.
I'm just looking at Freebie Hill, Kenny. There's a lot of people out there.
Yes, sir. Andrew Garcia still in the backfield. Andrew Garcia. Looks like maybe we're going to get a Warrior timeout here. We are going to get and the clock shuts off again, but we get a timeout.
Maybe if we keep saying we need a new scoreboard, maybe it'll happen.
That's it. 1:14 left in the third quarter. 1:14. And trying to concentrate Paul Uleberry. He's got the speakers so loud and don't even know what he's talking about right now. But
he's making noise.
We've got a minute 14 left in the third quarter. Warriors up 52-7.
And you know what?
First and 10 from their own 14-yard line. What was that, Reese?
I was going to tell the ref, you know what they say about the law of attraction? If you want a scoreboard, it will come.
Just build it and they will come. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
You have to want it. Put it in your mind. But I agree with the comment about the entrance tunnel and everything. That sounds great, but there's some basics that we need first.
That's for sure.
Hey, maybe we'll get both of them.
Well, and again, we talked about a lot of different things. We're going to end up with 3 new school board members. Hopefully they're tuning in and hearing some of that also. Congratulations to Mike Hargather, David Hicks, and Lindsay Lopes.
Hargather.
Man, I'm glad you're able to know that name there. And here we go. Gage Johnson goes into the shotgun. One wide to the right, one to the left, one in the backfield is Jordan Armijo. Jordan Armijo is going to go around the right side, finds a little bit of opening, breaks some speed, breaks a tackle, going to pick up 8 yards, it looks like, on that carry there. Jordan Armijo breaking 3 tackles, but looks like he's injured on the play as he stays down. Maybe a cramp in his leg now. So Warriors starting to cramp. It's actually started off kind of cold, James, but it really warmed up this afternoon. We got 56 seconds left in the third quarter.
A little bit of cloud cover.
That's for sure. And again, Warriors up 52-7.
Not 53?
Not 53.
I made you check, didn't I?
Yes, you did. And, so far it looks like the stands haven't changed. We're probably 60 to 65% full here, and we've probably got another 60 fans up there on Freebie Hill, if not more.
Well, they are sure tailgating out there, Kenny.
And I was down at the post office the other day, and when Scott Crispin used to play here, his dad would be in the stands, and I was a public address announcer, and we used to have to announce during the playoff games and during the regular season that smoking and no alcohol was allowed on the school premises. And Scott always gave me a hard time about saying that, and he was telling me, hey, man, I've been watching you live on Facebook. He told me, I'm going to tell you this next time, no smoking and no drinking there, Scott. So hopefully he's listening today, and he's just picked that up.
There you go.
And Armijo's going to come off the field under his own power there. And that's going to be Andrew Garcia. It looks like, well, nope, they're sending him back to the sidelines. Andrew Garcia was getting excited to go back into the ball game there, but Coach Ocampo says, nope, get back to your seat.
Jordan Armijo, a young sophomore player, very, very skilled and talented, had a lot of speed. So,
and that brings in number 24 into the backfield, Garrett Gutierrez.
I believe this is his first time seeing.
He played one other game, so. And man goes in motion for the Warriors, fakes the handoff. Gage goes on the quarterback keeper, comes around the left side, going to get hit in the backfield, breaks a tackle, spins, and going to lose big yardage, and we're going to get a penalty on the play also.
I think it's a face mask because he grabbed his face mask when he broke away that tackle.
Okay. So they finally moved the flag, it looks like, to the 17-yard line. Johnson was brought down finally at the 13-yard line, and they do call the face mask against the Raton Tigers, so it'll be 15 yards from the point of the foul, which is the 17.
We're going to go to the 32.
Yes, sir.
Automatic first down.
Well, they must have marked that from the 18 then, James, because they go to the 33.
There you go. Like I said, basic math is hard.
Yes, sir. And I think it was about the 17 and a half, and we're somewhere around there.
Like I said, they throw it in the proximity of the.
So 1st and 10 for the Warriors from their own 33-yard line. Gage Johnson, the quarterback, one in the backfield. Receiver wide right and right left. Fakes to Gutierrez. Johnson goes around the left side. Breaks a tackle coming around the left side. He gets to the 40 and fumbles. And a whistle is blown dead. And they're going to call him out of bounds at the 43-yard line. So no fumble.
It looks like it's going to be just short of a first down, Kenny.
And they mark it right at the 43 for the head official to make the call, and he does give the Warriors the first and 10. Looks like that's the end of the third quarter.
Third quarter, not fourth.
That running clock makes a huge difference out there. So we'll wait for them to move the chain, switch the field. Warriors will be either second in inches or first and 10. We'll see what happens.
I think
here
it's
as they
second
move
in
the
inches.
chains. We got a little low-flying plane coming in here to the airport, James. I mean, being up this high up here on the top of the press box, man, makes it look like you can reach out and grab it.
Right. Don't take your eyes off the air.
That's it, right?
I was gonna say don't take your eyes off the road, but there's no road up there.
Don't take your eyes off the horizon, as they would say.
There you
right?
go. I'm not a pilot, so
Well, there he goes, right in for his landing there to the airport. So
the only pilot I do is when I stack my dad's wood saw. That's an old-time joke there,
yes,
Kenny.
sir. So
Well,
the
they did
Warriors,
give him a first down.
Warriors do get the first and 10. So first and 10 for the
stand
Warriors
corrected.
from their own 43-yard line. Gage Johnson, the quarterback, 2 in the backfield. 2 receivers split out wide to the right. There's a snap. Hands off to his running back. I believe that's Armijo. Marcus Armijo,
First
and
down.
he's going to get 10 yards on the play. Going to get taken into Tiger territory. Going to be marked down at the 46-yard line. First and 10. 11-yard run by Marcus Armijo, the freshman.
Touchdown Warriors.
And so these are two kids, Garrett Gutierrez and Marcus Armijo, who were running middle school last year as running backs, and now in the backfield for the varsity here in the quarterfinals.
Very good.
So, great experience for our Warriors for next year. Gage Johnson going into the shotgun, one split wide to the right. Gutierrez and Armijo, Marcus Armijo in the backfield. This time hands to Gutierrez around the left side. Gutierrez runs the ball hard, hit at the line, but bounces forward, going to pick up about 4 yards.
24, Garrett Gutierrez.
It'll be 2nd and 6 for Socorro. Ball now at the 42-yard line of the Tigers. And James, if they score here, that'll be the ball game.
It's ball game, yes, sir.
We won't even get to see an extra point.
No, we wouldn't, Kenny. No, we'd have to get the extra point because it'd be right at 50. Oh, you're right.
There's the snap. Hands off to Gage Johnson. Keeps it on the quarterback keeper. He's going to be hit right as he gets to the 40-yard line. Gets bounced back about a yard, but they give him forward progress to the 40. We've got 10 minutes left in the ball game. Warriors lead 52-7. We're going to have a 3rd and 4 coming up for Socorro.
I think now's the time to see a little pass play.
There we go. Johnson, the quarterback, one in the backfield, one split wide right, one split wide left. Here's the snap. Johnson looks to pass, goes over to Marcus Armijo, goes around the left side. He's to the 25, the 20, and gets all the way down, looks like to the 15.
I called that play.
And they do mark him at the 15. 1st and 10 for the Warriors. So great call by the ref there as they go out to Marcus Armijo on the left side. He's covered, but jukes the player and just smokes right by him.
Well, like I said, those Armijo boys, they got legs.
That's for sure. We got 9:15 left in the ball game. Johnson into the shotgun. Gutierrez in the backfield. Receiver wide right and wide left. A bad snap. Gutierrez going to have to fall on it. And he does, and that's going to be a loss of about 5 yards. Because that's going to get marked right now at the 20, so that'll bring up 2nd and 15 for Socorro.
I believe I see Caden Moreland in as receiver there, Kenny.
Yeah, he split out wide to the right. And is that Marcus Armijo split out wide to the left there?
Yes, sir.
And Garrett Gutierrez in the backfield. Gage Johnson, the quarterback. Johnson calls out the signals. Here's the snap. Goes to Gutierrez up the middle. Gutierrez makes a move and fights for a couple more yards. He's going to pick up about 3, maybe 2. They do mark him at the 18-yard line. So that'll be 3rd and 13 for Socorro. 8 minutes left in the ball game. It's number 41 now coming into the ball game. And that's Warren Kurtnacker. Comes in for Caden Moreland. Gage Johnson, the quarterback, 2 in the backfield. Tight formation for the Warriors. Here's a snap. Hands to Armijo around the right side. He breaks a tackle and gets back to the 15-yard line. So he picks up 3 yards. That'll be 4th and 10 for Socorro.
I think they're going to want to go for that, Kenny, as I don't see Josh Walsh coming out.
And then I see number 28 now come in, Chandler Lyon. Ball is 4th and 10 at the 15-yard line. Johnson taking the signal from Ocampo.
4th and 10 for the Warriors.
Yes, Josh Walsh is on the sideline with his helmet off.
Yeah, so I think they're going to go for it here. The big lead. You don't want to keep tacking it on unless it's a touchdown. One receiver split wide left, one to the right. Garrett Gutierrez in the backfield. Johnson, the quarterback, fakes the handoff, goes around to the left side, makes a spin move, comes back to the right side as he was being pursued, and he's hit hard
by number 55.
55, and he gets it to the 12-yard line, so that'll be a turnover and downs by the Warriors.
Garrett Kelly.
1st and 10 Tigers.
So 1st and 10 for the Tigers. They'll take over with 6:25 left in the ball game. Warriors lead 52-7. So, you know, this has been a great opportunity for Ocampo to get in a lot of the youngsters because even the Warrior line changed and there was a lot of younger freshmen and sophomores in there into the ball game, and great to see as they're getting some good experience out there on the field in a quarterfinal playoff game.
Right, exactly. You know, and that's all what it comes down to is experience, you know.
And been able to move the ball against a still full varsity squad out there by Raton. So now Tigers come in, twins right, twins left. Quarterback's going to be number 4, Walton. He's in the shotgun, going to go with the quarterback keeper, goes around the left side, and he's going to be met right at the 15-yard line and taken back. So he's going to gain a couple of yards there.
And I do see, you know, we're going with our second string defense. You know, as I see Max Armijo, he has his helmet off there. Armijo, I should say. He is off, and
so we got 5:15 left in the ball game.
You know, Dylan Avalos, he's off on sideline getting some refreshments. And
twins to the left, twins to the right. Kateri back in at quarterback, looks back to pass, going to go downfield, and that was due to Jackson there covering, and due to Jackson almost had a chance to get a hand on that
for the second time.
Yes, sir. So incomplete pass. That'll bring up 3rd and 7 for the Tigers. You know, and due to Jackson, only a sophomore, so.
Well, I see Ian Jordanson, he's off on.
Twins right, twins left, one in the backfield. Here goes Kateri, and he's going to be sacked. And we'll see if James gets his number there.
That's number 15, Caden Moreland.
Caden Moreland in there with a big sack. Had the big punt block earlier.
As well as number 42 was on that.
And that was a huge hit there
Brendan
by
Gonzalez.
the Warriors. And Brendan Gonzalez also in on that tackle. So that's going to take them back to the 10-yard line. That's going to be a 4th and 12, 4th and 13.
Right.
And the
Tigers Moreland, he's having a good game there, Kenny.
Tigers going to get a timeout here, and we can discuss this a little bit more there, James. And you're right, Caden Moreland having a fantastic ball game, the young freshman out there. And you said his mom is a barrel racer up there.
Right. You know, and she puts on the practice for Socorro. You know, and you know, to try to get that use out there. So she does very good. She's very knowledgeable, and you know, and competed in Las Vegas. You know, in the all in there.
Right, and so, we do have a couple of girls competing in Socorro for the Socorro High School rodeo team.
Yes, we do. I believe I believe it's Savannah Castanero.
Yes,
and I can't remember the other.
It's
one.
Jacqueline Greenwood's kid.
Jacqueline Greenwood. Ashland.
There you go.
So you know, good on them. You know, to play multiple sports and just keep the Socorro sports going.
Right, and then again, that's Jacqueline Greenwood Martinez.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and she does a great job of keeping us here informed at Rio Grande Valley Radio on what's happening with that rodeo program. And you know, right now you start off as 2. Hopefully, it continues to grow. We get more kids interested, especially with the fantastic rodeo facilities that Socorro built up here.
Right.
I think they just won. You guys just won an award.
Yeah, we just won the best ground.
Here goes Kateri into the shotgun. Twins right, twins left, one in the backfield. Drops back to pass. Looking across the field. Files a receiver open. He's going to run. He's going to take it to the 40. He's going to be finally taken out of bounds by number 20.
Stetson Stubbs.
And he's going to take it all the way down to Socorro territory on the 49-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Tigers.
I believe that's number 9, Chance Middlebrook. It's a nice little last name there, Kenny.
Yes, sir, and a good catch there, a good catch and run there. And it looked like he had his back turn, wasn't going to make the catch, but 3:30 left in the ball game. Kateri into the shotgun, twins right, twins left.
The
Here's
chains
the
weren't
pass,
even set.
and incomplete pass.
You know, they hustled up so fast that the chains wasn't even set for the first down, Kenny, and they were still stretching, and they hiked the ball.
So that'll be second and 10 for the Tigers. Ball on the Socorro 49-yard line. 3:10 left in the ball game. Kateri goes into the shotgun. Twins left. Single split out wide right. One in the backfield. Kateri calls out the signals. Here's the snap. Drops back to pass. Goes downfield. Finds his brother open. And he's going to get enough for a 1st and 10 as he's taken down around the 35-yard line. 2:45 left in the ball game. Ball marked at the 35-yard line of Socorro. 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Kateri looking at his wristband for the play. Calls out the signals. Twins left. One to the right. One in the backfield. Here's the snap. The handoff goes downfield to a receiver, and it's going to be complete. And we're going to get a penalty flag flying in there from the side judge. So
I believe it's helmet to helmet, Kenny.
that's what it looked like from up here, definitely, didn't it? We'll see what the officials saw if they don't call a pass interference. But again, that was a great catch by Matthew Kateri.
Personal foul. Chop block. No, roughing the passer. Blocking in the back. Or pass interference, sorry.
Pass interference.
So roughing the passer and pass interference. Two fouls.
So we got 2 flags down.
Personal foul, roughing the passer is accepted. And pass
Automatic
interference
first down.
is declined.
So 2 penalties on the play. And let's see where that's going to put
Right
them.
on the 20.
We've got 2:24 left in the ball game. Warriors lead 52-7. That's going to put the ball on the 20-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Kateri's going to be in the shotgun. Going to line up twins to the left, twins to the right, one in the backfield.
And I do see some of our Warrior fans heading for the exits there, Kenny.
That's for sure, quite a bit. Walton in the backfield for the Tigers. Kateri calls out the signals. Here's the snap. Drops back to pass. Looking downfield, has a man open, and the catch is made and tackled
By number
Jackson, or number 2, Gage Johnson. And he's going to stop him short maybe of there. They do. Tackles him out at the 11-yard line. 2nd and 1 for the Tigers. 1:45 left in the ballgame. Kateri into the shotgun. Hands off to Walton up the middle. Walton's going to make a break, and he's going to get in the end zone for a touchdown. 11-yard run by Caden Walton up the middle with 1:35 left in the ballgame.
Number 4, Caden Walton.
That'll now be 52-13, but we'd have a penalty that was holding against Socorro.
That's going to be declined.
And that penalty will be declined.
They're talking to the captain is what they want. Should be a no-brainer. Personal foul against the Warriors.
Against the Warriors.
Personal foul on the Warriors.
Penalty declined.
Yes, sir.
Like I said, no-brainer.
Kateri going to go for 2 here. Lines up twins right, twins left. One in the backfield is Walton. Man goes in motion, looking to pass to that man. He's well covered. Kateri's going to take it in, and he's going to get in for 2, making that 52 to 15.
Now you can put up 2 points.
And 135, so the Tigers will kick to the Warriors. So again, now the Warriors will face the Tularosa Wildcats.
Right.
And I know the ADs will play right here, but the ADs still got to talk to each other and set up a date and time. So it'll either be Friday or Saturday. And it has to be a mutual agreement or the NMAA decides.
Oh, okay. There you go. Thank you for that information, Kenny, because actually I didn't even know that, so.
Right. No.
I thought the NMA sets up the time.
They do. They give you 2 days to do it on. It's a Friday or a Saturday, and then the 2 athletic directors must agree. If there's no agreement, then the NMAA steps in and makes the date and time.
Right. You know, and I would think you would want to look at the weather and all that, you know, take that into factor as well, right?
Well, that's for sure. And, you know, most of the playoff games that I've seen have usually happened on Saturdays. But, you know, they do have an officiating shortage. So they're taking that personal foul penalty now.
Okay, so it was a force on the kickoff. Mm-hmm. So watch for the onside kick here.
Oh, you're definitely going to see an onside kick here. You know, the only thing that I don't like about that is the score, where it's at. They don't have really a chance of coming back.
Right.
And onside kicks actually create a lot of injuries.
Right.
And that's why they've made the big changes in the NFL.
Something's on fire. Something's on fire. Oh.
So kids with some smoke bombs there.
Yeah.
A blue smoke bomb.
Whew. Whew. Stinky. Oh, my goodness.
Here goes the onside kick. And it's going to be kicked to the right side. And touched by a Warrior, but recovered by that same Warrior.
And I believe that's number 22, Jordan Armijo. No, 42.
Number 42 of the Warriors is Brendan Gonzalez. So 1st and 10 for Socorro.
Jesus Christ. I'm sorry.
All that smoke come right up in here. Even all the student body section coughing down there, James.
God.
And at least you took it down there, down by the other fans. And
thank you. Kids, the kids, they use their heads.
Hey, we're just old. You got to let the kids have
Yeah,
fun.
you know what? Hey, that's exactly right, Kenny. But still, what if I don't want smoke in my lungs?
There we go. Warrior's going to be 1st and 10. Ball's going to be marked at the 37-yard line. Officials waiting on getting the ball in. Got a minute 35 left in the ball game. Gage Johnson coming in at quarterback.
And you're basically just going to see him kind of basically take a knee with, the respect that Campo has for football and the game itself.
Twins to the right, one in the backfield. There's a snap. Hands off to his tailback. He's going to be immediately tackled but pick up a yard. 2nd and 9 for Socorro. And there's the clock. Keeps flashing on and off. And we're down to a minute 5. Johnson still at quarterback. Gutierrez in at the backfield. Warriors lining up, Twins to the right.
Under a minute, Kenny.
Yes, sir.
We're going to hear those cannons go off.
Some substitutes coming into the ball game for the Warriors is Marcus Armijo now coming in for Caden Moreland. Johnson now calling out the signals for Socorro. Here's the snap. Fakes, goes around to the left side, breaks the tackle, breaks the second tackle, and fumbles the ball right at the end of the carry. We'll see if they don't call him down. They did call him down before, and we're going to get a penalty flag in right at the end. 23 seconds left. They stopped the clock for the penalty. Personal foul against Socorro. That'll be a 15-yard penalty there.
As I hear the student body there, kind of doing those chants, you can't take anything away from Raton because Raton came out and, came out really strong in the first half, but Warriors kind of put it together and, overpowered them a little bit. But give it out to Raton a little bit, Kenny. And,
Always, it's always tough to get to the playoffs, and then they were able to beat St. Mike's to make it to the quarterfinal game.
To try to take down the number 1 seed is always tough to do, but it is possible. But
right, and and the Raton Tigers, remember, they're young. I expect to see them here in the next couple of years. For the next couple of years.
So you got to give them respect.
And Warriors just let the clock run out. That's the ball game. Your Warriors win 52-15. Move on to the
semifinals.
Semifinals
against
the
Tularosa.
Tularosa Wildcats right here at Socorro. We'll try to keep you updated as soon as we know a date and time, which would either be Friday or Saturday. Again, discussing that's going to be up to
the ADs,
the athletic directors to make that decision, and I'm sure that phone call will be being made either today or tomorrow. So, that's the one thing about anymore, that all these ADs have each other's numbers, and with cell phones now, you're not having to wait for school to be in session and wait all the way until Monday.
Right.
Figure out game time. So, and I'm sure Alex Johnson will be putting that out on Facebook.
I'm pretty sure even Tularosa is even here.
Oh, I'm sure they are. I mean, you've got to be.
Yeah.
You got to be here scouting, and and I know our Warrior coaches have been traveling, scouting just as well, and saying a lot. And here we go with our Warriors getting ready to sing the Warrior fight song. Again, Warriors victorious 52-15 over the Raton Tigers. And, hats off to the Tigers.
Yes.
A long trip, and they're going to have a long trip home, but a very successful season with a young team.
Right, very young team, and, talented. The twin brothers, are definitely, and even Alvarado, I believe, Jesus, he was a big player, big factor, so.
Right, and Jesus will be graduating, but then you've got Caden Walton, who's a running back, is only a freshman. And then you got Dylan Kateri and Matthew Kateri, who are both only sophomores. And
there you go.
We've seen a lot with. We'll see if Reese can pick that up on the blue mic. Oh, there we go. And there's your Warriors right there, victorious in their playoff game tonight in the quarterfinals. Move on to the semifinals as the number 1 seed. We'll face the Tularosa Wildcats. They're excited for our Warriors here, victorious 52-15.
Yes. So great job with the Warriors, good job with coaching staff. Thank you to the fans and our sponsors. Sorry we couldn't bring it to you live, but National Federation of High School has those rights to do that. So
that's it.
You can watch our replay on Facebook
or YouTube. YouTube is Rio Grande Valley Video.
Right.
And again, we're going to give a big shout out to the girls soccer team finishing as the state runner-ups this year. The boys soccer team made the playoffs, get knocked out, and in the quarterfinals. The volleyball team does a fantastic job up at the state playoffs.
Very young team.
And a very young team there under Coach J.B. Malden. They actually did a great showing there during the tournament, so we're excited about Warrior volleyball in the next couple of years also. And then a shout out to cross country, having a runner that actually made it to state also and qualified and was able to compete. So, Warrior sports so far in the fall doing a fantastic job, and great to see our Warriors right there. Our girls soccer team was ranked number 2. So.
Right. So good job from as Michael O'Geen Jr. For him to his third year
coaching 2 times.
He's 55-7 in his coaching career. So that's outstanding on him. Good job for Mike, and we wish everybody all the best. And I'm gonna go enjoy the rest of this weekend, Kenny, with this victory win, and we'll see you next week, huh?
That's exactly it. And that's the way we always end this. Go Warriors.
Go Warriors.